knows what this is.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz. No advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow. That knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence. Know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all. The wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz. Welcome to Marantz.
That's right, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I really appreciate everybody and all their support throughout the week. As you guys know, I took a couple of days off working on the house, working on myself, and then I'm here with you. I watched the stock run up today. I was very happy. Little movement, but once again, day action, that means nothing to me. Out there on TikTok right now, we're live. And of course, they're confused. They keep calling me Rico. They'll never figure it out. It's just my last name. It's not my first name. It's not my twin brother. It's me. And Rico doesn't know, but your friends know, that Marantz knows, that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to, that one thing called GameStop. Over here, they're telling me, there's a guy out here, his name's Johnny. He just put out in the text, he put, I'm going to retire early because I own AMC and GameStop. Anybody want to confuse the two? Anybody want to tell them? Does anyone want to shake the shit out of them and let them know that AMC is not the play? AMC is a terrible investment for the rest of your life. And when people figure it out, by the time they do, they're going to be Bed Bath & Beyond investors. Have you guys remembered those guys? Yeah, about a year ago when I was telling them, it's never going to happen. Listen, you're never going to get saved. AMC, all you investors in AMC, please pay attention. I'll start out my show this way. You're going to lose every dollar you put in. Every single dollar. I don't give a damn how happy you get that it hit over $10 today. That is a 10-to-1 reverse stock split. That means your stock is worth $1. That's what you're begging for. And how are you going to break even? At 50? At 100? It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I said this 2.5 years ago, and people looked at me like I was crazy, like I got the dick on my forehead. Well, listen up, guys. It's going to take a lot more than unicorns and rainbows to make this shit happen. It's not happening. Private equity. I sound pissed off. You know why? You know why I get this way? Because I put out about 1,000 videos at a time. And when I put out the videos, half of the people, they understand half of it. The other half, they're like, what are you talking about? They don't get it. Those are just trigger words, guys. Private equity. Really? You think it's just a theme? You think it's the theme of the song of the day? It's not that. It's not that. I can tell you everything you want to know about private equity. We could sit down and talk about the history of what those private equity firms have done to America over the last 50 years. But would it matter to you? Would it matter to you that it sprang out in the 80s when the interest rates were at an all-time high and businesses had to borrow money to stay alive? And what did they do? They borrowed money. They borrowed junk bonds and they killed themselves. They crippled themselves. That's why the companies like Marantz, even my name doesn't exist anymore, right? Magnavox, you can name them all, guys, all of them, all the companies in the 2000 dot-com bubble, 2009 financial crisis. Everybody's borrowed money at the wrong time on purpose to destroy the company from within. Oh, no, it's conspiracy, Marantz. You are just crazy. Oh, my God, you can't be right. Okay, let's ask ourselves. I want you to name a company, and then I'll tell you if it's private equity or not. That's the way we'll start doing these damn shows and episodes. Every single time I have to hear these cats tell me about AMC movie theaters and how they're going to make money, I tell you how. Show me, because on retained earnings, they're already at negative $8 billion. They will not, they're in the hole $8 billion since Adam Aron's been there. How could you make that up? You can't. There's not a swing coming. There's not a slowdown on that either. They're relatively flat this year, but that's because they haven't serviced their debt. So yes, earnings are going to go down just as much. You have 2 more years of no interest, and then what happens? What happens? Armageddon? Absolutely. What happens? Covenants back on the stock come March of 2024? You better believe it. What is the stock worth? $1.8 billion on market cap? What is that going to do? Absolutely nothing. $2 billion on market cap? What is that? You know, you had an impairment loss and it even got announced. You guys can go Google it. I don't want to look it up for you. Go Google it your goddamn self. In 2020, go look at the headline on the Hollywood Reporter, whatever the hell it was, and it said AMC impairment loss of $2.4 billion. That's what hit the books on one impairment charge of goodwill. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm just oblivious. I'm dumb. I don't know anything. I don't know how to read a balance sheet. I don't know how to evaluate companies or stocks or leadership. I don't know any of it. What the hell, man? I'm just wasting my goddamn time. Why the hell are prominent YouTubers and or stock analysts or anyone else in that industry approaching me and sending me emails and wanting to do documentaries and ask Marantz, enlighten us on what this is? What is connecting the dots? How did you get to this? And guys, let me tell you something. I'm going to drop the biggest secret on you tonight. If you didn't watch this episode, then maybe you missed out on it. But here's the biggest secret, okay? People ask me, how do I connect the dots? How did I start digging into companies and know where to look? You would never know this if you're just sitting out and you're just like, oh, and maybe, you know, we can give some credit to Laser Haas. We can give some credit to other people like a badass trader, super stock moderator. No, let me tell you what it was. I was at work. I'm going to tell you straight up something I've never told anybody other than James Janney, who's doing the documentary about what he calls, quote unquote, cults and or the groups of people that have stemmed from GameStop after the fact, right? And that would be us, definitely. And I don't mind. You're not going to call me a cult. You're just going to call me an informed investor. But I can defend that and I can do it. And we'll do it over time. Guys, when that documentary drops and you see the interview with me, you're going to feel very proud that we actually waited out this long, because the stock's going to look right, the company's going to be well, and what Wall Street's going to tell you that GameStop's making money after this past 180 days from now. We get that part. But I want to touch on this subject because people say, Marantz, how did you do it? How did you crack the code of private equity and how they actually destroy companies from within? Because I was told. Guys, and I don't drop all my sources on you. And I'm just doing it just to give you a little bit of clarity on how this works. I had a bankruptcy lawyer of 30 years tell me he's as busy as he's ever been. And I said, okay, I've seen all those headlines over TikTok. What's next? He said, listen, man, I know guys that are on the board of directors of Athene. And when he told me that, I said, holy hell, Athene, I know that's an Apollo-run company. He said, yeah. And not only that, Marantz, because they plant their guys on the board of this company. He told me all the companies. And I said, oh my God, I got to go do the DD. I've got to vet this information. He said, just do me one favor. Go look up this court case and tell me what happened. And when he told me that court case and he told me what happened, I went and looked, and that's where the yellow brick road took me. Yeah, I use these phrases and I use these terms and people think it's all just fugazi. It's just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. No, it's not. How the hell was I able to do it? Now I make you a series called Connecting the Dots, and I show you exactly who's doing it and how they're doing it, and I give you the titles and the names. And then when they came up, when it was Bed Bath & Beyond and it came up, I said, guess what, Bed Bath & Beyond? They're going to go bankrupt because they hired for it. They hired the CRO. They hired the CFO. They hired the new lawyers and legal team. I knew exactly what was happening. And I go tell people, I go tell the other subreddits, the other YouTubers, and what do? They shun you. They push you out. And they go, nah, man, you're wrong. You're crazy. And then guess what? 7 months later, we're all correct, and we're all just sitting there looking at you going, yep, we told you. How the hell could you deny connecting the dots? You can't deny it. You got idiots who just talk over it because they don't even watch it. But if you go and watch exactly what I'm telling you, I was given the heads up. It's not a trust me, bro. You think it's a trust me, bro, Lemon, because you got a free membership and you can type in the chat today. This is not a trust me, bro. I named it. He gave me a name. I went and I looked it up. And how the hell did I get from that to where I am today? If you think that's a trust me, bro, 40 episodes of Connect the Dots on YouTube, you go Google it. Go Google it. Do me a favor. Go watch one episode and then debunk the episode, Lemon. I'll wait. I'll sit here and I'll hold my fucking breath. I'll die. I'll die before it fucking happens. You don't understand the homework that we put in, the work we put in, and everything. I didn't know what was going on. The terms I didn't understand, the bankruptcy terms, all of it. I would go, Lindaril, bankruptcy lawyer. Hey, can you help me out with this? He goes, yeah, you're looking at it right. Okay, thank you. Hey, Kyoto, let's look this up. Almo, let's look this up. Ruben, what do you see? All the mods. Everyone knows when I'm dropping something new, when I'm going through it. I'm doing the DD. Hey, badass trader, bounce me off of this timeline. Let's look at this. You think it's just one guy, one idea, one running? No, it's not that. Over here, these guys are asking questions on TikTok. I got you. They already had 4 movies over $1 billion. Hey, Johnny Blanco, let's talk AMC. We're gonna go in alphabetical order. All right? Let's do it first. AMC, just to run it back and revisit the story for all the cats out there. I got a new guy on TikTok who's very excited about AMC movie theaters. Do you think he understands? Let's do this. Hey, Johnny, for you, Johnny, AMC Movie Theaters is a private equity firm itself. I know you don't understand this part yet, but they are actually Apollo. 2001, Apollo bought them out. When they bought out the company, they then merged a couple of years later with JP Morgan. These are the 2 individuals that own the company. They then gave up 49% of the ownership to Wanda Group. Wanda Group had a large position, but Apollo still ran the company. This is why they put their man in place. They put Adam Aron on the board of directors on purpose. They put him on the team on purpose to run that company to the ground. They were already to the ground. They already owed $2 billion in debt when they went public in 2013-14. They went public. They raised about $300 million. Who cares? They knew what they were going to do. They borrowed more money. They borrowed so much money that they're over-leveraged right now. $5 billion. Shareholder equity over-leverage will be an additional $5 billion on top of that. You wait and see it happen. But if you don't understand fundamentals and the balance sheet, you're not going to understand this conversation. But I promise you, AMC Movie Theaters is private equity. Everything they do is on purpose wrong. They initiated APE. They sent it out to you. They deployed it onto you via JP Morgan. JP Morgan gave them this idea. It's called, what was it called, guys? Operation something. I don't even know what it was. Operation Banana. I forget the name of it right now. But you guys know what it is. Operation Popcorn. That's the name of it. Go Google that. See the court documents. You think they want to go to court? You think they want to have discovery? And you see the emails between everyone? They knew exactly what they were doing. They were diluting shareholder equity. And all of the moves that they did beforehand led up to this. Distressed credit investors swept in. They offered them junk bonds. They took them and they ran. And they're sitting on the books right now. You had a profit of $8 million at AMC Movie Theaters last quarter with all your billions of dollars. And I'm telling you right now, $8 million could never pay the $5 billion that's due. The difference between $5 billion and $8 million is $5 billion for all you smart kids out there. Carvana is also Apollo. You're absolutely correct. Carvana, Apollo owns 90% of their bonds. And I believe PEMCO as well is partnered up with them on that. Carvana is a pump and dump, has had one profitable quarter in the history of their company. They've never made a dollar other than that. During the pandemic, they made some money one quarter. I believe it was October of 2020. They're not going to make any money. They're done. Or maybe 2021. I have to do my math again. I just know this. Carvana's done. They're getting slaughtered. Yes, Truth Seeker. They went from $300-something a share all the way down to $3 a share. It's 99.9% loss. Then they pumped it up to 57, and now you're back down in the 30s. It's called a pump and dump. They're just taking what they can, diminishing returns. You'll never get it back. Good luck. This guy over here says, Rico lies about his combat service. What the hell do I care? That dude's been deployed like 3 or 4 times during wartime. He can't tell you where he works. How would he lie about it? That guy's military intelligence. Works at the NSA. He can't tell you when he's in Syria or Turkey. I've seen it. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. You guys want to talk about AMC? You still think it's something, Johnny? Johnny, would you buy in? And where are you at now? You're gone. You're gone. Your money's never coming back. That's a failed company. They don't make a single dollar. Taylor Swift can't save you. Beyonce can't save you. Avatar didn't save you. Black Adam didn't save you. Wakanda 2 Forever didn't do it. Nothing will. Are we done over here on TikTok? Are you guys good now? $5 average. That means you're at $50, young man. You're at $50. Think about it. 10-to-1 reverse stock split. You're at 50. You were at 10 today. How the hell are you going to get 5x from where you are today? It's never going to happen. It's not even possible. They're diluting the float just to give themselves money in the coffers. Go down the alphabet. Dollar General is done. Truth Seeker, thank you so much. Let's think about Dollar General. Dollar General has private equity on the board of directors. They've borrowed over $7.2 billion in debt. They've borrowed. Yet they only have $300 million cash on hand, and they pay out a dividend. Their stock price has gone all the way down to $100 a share, and it's going to keep on tanking down because they did share buybacks of over $16 billion over the last 10 years. Yeah, I would tell you Dollar General's trash. It's on its way out. It's done. You'll see it. And guys don't understand what I mean by that. A lot of you out there don't understand what I mean when I say something's trash or it's gone. All right? Listen to me. You guys can, where's Johnny? Johnny's over here on TikTok, guys. I'm doing both. I'm live streaming TikTok and YouTube. So I'm interacting with everybody and I'm good with it. But listen up. How the hell do people not understand when I say it's gone? They're like, what do you mean? AMC's been here for 100 years and it's going to be here forever. Yeah, nerds. Do you understand? They bought 1,000 dead movie theaters. They bought Carmike movie theaters for $1.2 billion. Carmike was smart and got the hell out of the way. They bought Odin movie theaters additionally for $800 million. Yeah, they're always going to be around. You can always have the name around. Bed Bath & Beyond is still around. Overstock bought the name. .com, whatever you want to do. You got to understand what I'm telling you when I say they're gone. They're done. They'll get carved out. Somebody will have to come get them. But think about what they did to get carved out. Think what they did to get to this point. They over-leveraged themselves on purpose. Look, if you start a company today, you and your son, you and your brother, you and your uncle, you guys start a company today. You guys make it into this multi-million-dollar juggernaut. It's amazing, man. Honestly, guys, it's a great company. You guys are running it for years, for decades. At some point, you want to make money off of that company that you built, that program, that invention of something. You want to make money, so you know what you do? You go public. You go public, and or you wait for private equity to come in and give you money up front, cash. This is how all these companies got bought out, guys, over the years. We're talking about all of them. I believe there was a grocery store, what was it called, Market Fresh? There was a company owned by family. The same thing. Best Buy's been bought out. The original people of Best Buy are gone. The original people of Bed Bath & Beyond were gone. Private equity swept in. Everyone cashes out at one point. And then they can finally go on vacation, and they're not working holidays, and they're not working weekends. That's all you rich guys out there finally, because you got paid for your invention, paid for your company, whatever it may be. And maybe they paid you out in stock, or maybe they paid you out in cash. Doesn't matter. You got paid. But what these private equity firms do is they come in and they cut costs. They cut it up. They just boom, boom, butcher, because they're taking money from the public once they go public, and they're going to reap the profits, right? It's 2 and 20. They're getting 20% back off the profits they make for their investors. But the trick is, the merry-go-round, the forever money glitch, is that they get to trade it to another private equity firm if there's still value within it. So they keep sucking it out of it all the way around. From what I saw, Dollar General already sold all their properties. They're just on leases right now. Well, what do you think the lease agreements are? They're 9 to 10 years. Uncancelable leases? Are you kidding? You're literally going to be pegged with those forever. That's an expense. An expense when you expand too much and you grew too much. The reason why McDonald's is so successful is because they own the properties that they're built on. They're franchised out, sure, but they own the real estate. They're the largest real estate company in the world, essentially. Like Costco, they have 850 Costcos. They own that land. They opened up 6 Costcos in the last 2 months. They own every bit of land. They won't open a Costco unless they can own the land. That's business. That's smart business. You're falling back on your assets. That's your balance sheet pumped up on assets. Not off of just goodwill. Not off of just goodwill. Let me tell you, if you pump up on goodwill, guys, that's potentially going to lead to a downfall. It will. Ask Disney. Disney's sitting on $90 billion of goodwill and I think it's $101 billion worth of equity. So that means they only have $11 billion cash. That whole company. And they're going to be paying out dividends. Look, I'm nervous for Costco at times. Costco's going to do a special dividend coming up within the next 3 months. Hopefully. I pray. Come on. Because, I got a lot of shares. And if they do this damn special dividend, they only have $11 billion. They're going to have to pay out like $4 billion to do a special dividend. Well, that means it's going to leave with $7 billion cash. Oh, what do you know? GameStop has 1/7 of Costco's cash, but yet not nearly the stock price or the assets, right? I'm just telling you how inflated GameStop's balance sheet is compared to everyone else, cash-wise. You want to look at AMC's cash? They raise $300 million a quarter. They burn off the same amount a quarter. Like, it's that bad. It's that bad, guys. They have to sell shares to stay alive, and I don't know who's buying. And you don't know who's buying. You don't know what hedge fund's coming in. You don't know what private equity firm is putting the new restraints. How the hell does Antera get to dictate what the hell AMC does with their equity? You're the shareholder. Why don't you dictate it? You could never. You'll never win the vote. You'll never win the proxy. This is the problem with America right now. This is the cycle you're in. And you know what? I see people asking the questions about the headlines that came out today. If you weren't looking at the headlines, they were telling you Birkenstock coming out, IPO is going to be $46. Oh, we're looking at Carol, what's her name? Carolyn Ellison, SBF's ex-girlfriend is going to, testify against him, or she just did. Like, they're trying to keep you with everything else going on. You've got this war going on. And listen, I'm not picking sides here. I'm just going to tell you something. I condemn all conflicts. Why can't we all just get along? It'll never happen, right? Is something crazy going on. I'm going to tell you guys this story really quick because you guys know I'm all full of stories, even though we talk stocks all the time. But check this out. My dad was telling me a story about like him growing up and how his brothers and sisters used to spend their time. Now, they didn't have they had radios, but they didn't have video games, and they didn't have all these things like we do today. But they had instruments, and they used to play in the bands. And so they would play music. Boom, boom, boom. They're all playing music. And at some point, somebody just takes it too serious, and they're like, hey, man, you're sucking on this part. You need to do better. And then a big argument comes out. And I'm just saying to myself, can't we all just have a good time, jamming? Like, who cares? Are we getting paid? Are we professionals? Like, are we recording? I mean, I'm trying to figure it out. And I used to tell this to the gaming buddies of mine. We used to play WoW a lot. Played Call of Duty, Halo, you name it. We play everything. Right now, we play League of Legends a lot. My brothers and my cousin and me. There's 5 of us that all play together on League, okay? 5 of us. And there's always the one jerk off, okay, named Rico Knows. He's always out there like, come on, you guys suck. What is this? Why are you guys woke me up? Always angry. And I just go, yo, bro, can we just have a good time? Like, can we just have fun while losing? Or do we have to be those guys? Res me, pick me up, res me. I told you, don't go without me. I mean, that's like the gameplay that people do. You ever played in groups with people? How about you just have a good, hey, I'm here to pass the time. I'm here to talk about some good times. Like, I'm just having a good time. I can't get angry. I can't be like that all the time. But right now I woke up angry because I saw some idiots over here on TikTok that didn't know the difference between private equity and a good investment. Like, that's what we need to be talking about. Guys, if I'm going to invest, I had to watch, what's his name? The Little Man Finance? That's his name, or Strongman Finance, right? So I had to go look at his YouTube channel, and he was talking about some companies. And I'm paying attention to everyone. And I'm a firm believer in this, okay? And you guys can hate me for it later or not. But somebody like Running with Bears, who has a subreddit, who's a Redditor guy, who's on YouTube, he has his own channel, and he puts out this narrative that GameStop's not profitable, okay? And or they're going to have to spend money on cap expenditures, right? They're gonna have so much spending, and who cares? They can't cut their way to profit. That's basically what people will tell you. And I'll be like, okay, so I have to hear their narrative, and it's always the same stance. It's always the same playbook, the same script by all these CPAs, because the CPAs just read the data for what it is today, not for what it will be, not for what it was, and they just go, okay, look at today. Here's we go, plus and minuses, blah, 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 blah. But you can't dispute GameStop's balance sheet. There's a 2-to-1 on assets versus liabilities. So you're in the clear. So they're not going bankrupt. So now we can have some fun and see exactly where this company is going to go. This is the type of investment you have where you say, you know what? Let's let it run. Let's see what it does. Give it 5 years. Give it 10 years. Whatever it can be. That's an investment. But you got people out here not knowing the difference because they're not reading and they're not looking to see who's actually managing your money. When you invest your money, you're giving your money to a company. You're putting it in the coffers, and you say, you know what? I'm going to make this investment in that product. And then we're going to see if it goes up or down. Now, the markets will dictate price all damn day, but the value of your company is the balance sheet. And until that balance sheet is upside down, you're okay. That stock price is not always going to be an agreement. It's an agreement between two people, but it might not be what you're willing to sell it for. So why would you not just hang on? You just hang on for a day or two or week or year or, I don't know, a decade. Eventually, you're going to get your profits out of it. That's the way investments work. You think people put money into their 401k their whole lives, and then they're getting ready to retire today. And you know what? The market's at an all-time low and or not as high as it was 2 years ago when I should have retired, and I could have sold off a quarter of it. I'm not retiring today. No, some people just retire and get the price they get. but they've been putting away so much money over all these years, it's more than what they started with. And that's all I'm telling you. I put in so much money on certain securities that it's more than what I started with. It's a savings account for me. It's not an expense. When I buy some stock, I'm not spending money. I'm parking money, and I'm coming back to it when I need it. And right now I don't, because I keep working. I got 20 more years before I start reevaluating what I'm doing. But like most old people reevaluate what they have going on once they're on fixed incomes and they're about to see their maker. That's when they start reevaluating their life and they seek salvation. That's all it is, guys. And it's not that you need to be religious to do it. You start looking at your time left on this planet. Well, I've got 40 more years to crunch out some numbers and to crunch out results. That's what the hell I'm doing. That's why I go live. That's why I make videos. That's why I give the information all for free. What the hell are people doing paying money to get the info that's out there? We'll give it to you. It's simple. I surround myself with a lot of smart people. I don't choose to be the smartest guy in the room. I'm not nearly that guy. What I choose to be is in the right room with the right people. But when those CPAs are all in that room and they're all giving out the same Discord and they're all giving out the same dialogue and they're all telling you that GameStop's not worth it, AMC's trash, Bed Bath & Beyond's trash. Yes, that math works. That math adds up. Look at the balance sheet. It tells you the worth. But you can't say that about GameStop. You can't do that about Ryan Cohen. All you can be is a naysayer. All you can be is a deterrence to what it really is. And what is it? The pin that holds the difference from the billionaires to the new millionaires. And is that going to happen? It might. It might not. What is it to you? What is it to you to dream? I've got a ticket right now. I bought a lottery ticket tonight. It's $1.75 billion lottery. Do I think I'm going to win? Hell no. Did I put the money in? Yes. Why? For one shot. For one chance. That's it. And I'm not saying GameStop's a lottery pick. I'm saying it's better than that. And every share I own is a winning lottery ticket. And when is it going to pay me? When I choose to come and scoop it out. But for Jay Kerwin, one of my guys here on the channel, been with me for 3 years. Jay's been watching me every day of my life for 3 years. I document my journey on GameStop. And do you know what Jay does? Jay puts in his life savings, and guess what? He's up $2 a share right now on what he just bought $500,000 worth. He's up, and he's going to keep going up when the stock goes up. You think this is it? You thought today was a run up to $16? That's nothing. That's a third off of what the actual annual average is. The actual annual average is $24. What's my cost average at ComputerShare? $24. So I'm flat. I'm flat, but you're going to sit here and tell me the dictation of the stock and or the rips and the dumps or where I'm going to jump off. I'm going to jump off at the top. I'm going to jump in at the bottom. What, we're all perfect? No. You can buy top, bottom, sideways. I don't give a shit where you buy. But when you do, understand what you hold. God damn it, people. I didn't marry my wife because she's the best cook in the world at 46 years old. Shit, we married. I've been with her 16 years. I didn't know she was going to be this good. I didn't know she could be the great mother she is. She was going to be the great support system she is. I had no clue. But I fucking got lucky. No, she evaluated me as well. She cashed in on me. She came and said, you know what, that little 24-year-old, that dude who looks good, 6 feet, slender, got them dimples, got that swag, that's the dude. That's the dude who's going to change my life. Yeah. Women are great evaluators. Oh, my goodness. They're great evaluators on men and stock and fix a problem. I was a fix me, dude. You can't fix stupid. Go look at my bro. That guy's been married 2 times and can't figure out. He's a Captain Save-A-Ho. He's doing it right now. He'll be broken up with his girl within another year or 2. You guys know this. We're on the channel. We talked about it. I talk about real life here. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of shit. You guys don't get it. For like guys like Lemon who love saying dumb shit, come into the chat every day. Lemon, you make it your career to come in here and spread FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And I tell you, man, I invite it. We give you an open platform. You'd be friendless, bro. Without the internet here on YouTube, you'd be friendless. That's all it is to me. Is this not Rico Knows? No, it's not Rico Knows, bro. No, and I don't even know that guy. I'm not even related to him. I hear he kind of looks like me. You know, that's what I hear. What really is this? I don't even know what the hell that is, bro. C-137. C. Don't know. I have to read all the chat, guys. I have to read all the chat. I have to do everything I can. I've got so much to read because you guys have been typing this whole time. But like, I'll give you an example, North Star 371. North Star's been in the chat with our channel for over a year. Think about it. I've been live every day that I can be for over a year. I post a video or 3 or 5 or 10 every day for over, 2.5 years. North Star is always there. Always there to say, you're wrong, Marantz, you're wrong. North Star, when am I wrong and when am I going to be wrong? Let me know. Because right now, you're right. You're right that you keep showing up every day with something negative to say. That's it. You must be the smartest man in the room. I must be ignorant. Where's all the DD done against GameStop? Somebody tell me. I posted on the walls. I got connect the dots part 40. Well, you want to go 41? Name a stock. I'll go look at it. It's never going to happen, guys. The defeat of GameStop's never going to happen. I know I'm one dude. I get it. One dude. 16,000 people watch the show, whatever it may be, from YouTube and TikTok. And I'll tell you what, that's a small little corner of the internet. Not enough. Not nearly enough to make a wave or a crack. But I'll still be back. And North Star will still return and say something negative instead of the positive. You know what? Wow. How are they still alive? How do they still have $1.2 billion of cash in the bank after 3 years of getting attacked by the hedgies? Oh, no? It's all conspiracy, right? Somebody said that my whole stance is conspiracy theory. I said, okay. Okay, I'm wrong then. I apologize. My bad. We landed on the moon, guys. Yep, in the 60s, we landed on the moon. It was a space race. It was a lie to JFK just to say, JFK said, we're going to beat the Russians to the moon. JFK died. They did it in memory of him. And what'd they do? They put up some fake photos and pictures, and they didn't figure it all out. Hell no, we didn't land on the moon. But I'll tell you what, they didn't close out GameStop short position. Nope. They would never admit defeat. Did you see it? Did you see it get halted? Just tell me GameStop's not manipulated, and I'll tell you why they halt it. I've already been here. I'm still going to be here. I'm excited. Now, we're going to talk about private equity. And we're going to talk about Bed Bath & Beyond. So a lot of people know this company, Bed Bath & Beyond. And it's gone. It's Bed Bath & Gone. I promise you it's not coming back. Ever. The website exists because they sold the naming rights to Overstock. Yes. But the companies themselves, the buildings themselves, the leadership, they don't have jobs. Everyone who worked at Bed Bath & Beyond has a new job elsewhere and or is unemployed. They're not getting paid money. It's all done. What are we doing? We've got YouTubers passing out misinformation, and they want to know about butterflies. The first question I was asked here tonight was by Lemon to say, Marantz, what do you think about GameStop tweeting out butterflies? I think they don't have a goddamn clue as to what 100 Looney Tunes are doing. Yeah, that's what you are. You're the goddamn Looney Tunes if you think butterfly is some code word for what's happening with Bed Bath & Beyond. They had to rename the company on the dock because they sold the naming rights of Bed Bath & Beyond. They renamed it Butterfly on the docks for bankruptcy. It's really that simple. There's nothing left. The shares are deleted. They're getting deleted every day out of people's brokerage accounts. They're evaporated. They're gone. You'll figure it out. By the time you figure it out, it's too late. I think Linda Rill said it best that when you see their options and the puts that they were buying and selling are going to come out and tenfold on the books, they're not going to make a goddamn dollar. This is about to be a bloodbath. This is not Rico's alt account. You guys are gross. GameStop smells like tuna, bro? I hope so. I hope you never buy it. I hope all you guys never buy it. Then why are other podcasts so obsessed about it, Sam? Sam asked. Because that's where the money's at, Sam. They open up the super chats. They open up the merch store. They fly out to Bill Pulte's room just to sell more shares. They get paid thousands of dollars to do it, all to pump a fake stock misinformation. I want you to think about it like this. How many YouTubers have you watched over the last 3 years rake in super chats, money, all in the name of entertainment and been wrong? Now tell me the guys who don't do that and are correct. It's that simple. It's really that simple. I went into PPC's channel, his subreddit. I went in there and I told them all in February, They're wrong. It's going bankrupt. It's worthless. How do you know, Marantz? You don't know that. They're not. Why haven't they filed? They are. They're hiring for it. It's done. I promise you. Boom. We're not even a year away and it's over. It's gone. You'll never see it again. How right were we? You know how right we were? They deleted the videos. They deleted the interviews. They deleted all interaction with the show because they called it misinformation and FUD. Can you believe that? Misinformation. Hey, they hired Dave Caston. He's a CRO. He's planted there by the CRO, the Chief Restructuring Officer. He's actually hired for bankruptcy. He comes from Toys R Us. He comes from, what was the other one? Vitamin Shop. It's all private equity, guys, and he's partnered up, and it's done. Partnered up with Alex Partners again. Guess what? That's Holly Etlin. Yeah, it's done. She's the CRO? Yeah? Okay, cool. Chief Restructuring Officer. That's what you do. You bring in these new people to destroy the company and carve it up and hand out the assets. Oh, Helco. Helco's in charge of the inventory? Yep, there's a dead giveaway. Helco's been in charge of the inventory for this bankruptcy, that bankruptcy, that bankruptcy. I named it all. No one's listening. Or they are, and these guys are trying to mute the voices because they're getting paid super chats to say the wrong thing. People are out there with hopium putting out butterflies with $500 tags to them. And you think those are real people. You think real people are paying $300 and $500 super chats. Go ask yourself what Boss Blunts was getting in super chats and AMC Bigums was getting in super chats. These dudes are making $3,000, $4,000 a month on average for a whole year. They just bought new houses. Swear to God. What did they do? Put out misinformation for AMC for a whole year. Never going to do it. Jackson Hunter made $40-something thousand off of YouTube putting out misinformation and hopium. Trey Trades made over $1 million. Matthew Kors made over $1 million. And you're going to tell me I'm getting this wrong? Fuck you. I said it. I'm not the grifter. I'm the guy that actually does the due diligence. They don't have one piece. Everyone I just named to you, I don't care if it's Houston Wade still grifting, the fact that he's doing fundraisers for, I don't know, PETA. Anyone out there telling you that they're doing something they're not, they're all fake. All of them. They don't ever show you a video outside of where they film. You don't know that they have a wife, a kid, a life, a job, nothing. Hell, I videotaped this morning, me and my dad cutting the grass because we actually cut the fucking grass. Excuse my language. You can call me on my cell phone. You can hit me on disc. You can't contact anybody. They put a video up on TikTok or YouTube and Twitter. What happens? They don't reply back to the text or the question, nothing. I make custom videos for everyone. I don't care how big you get on any platform. You could still reach somebody because they're real. Those guys are not real. It's all the same. Data Zero, is he on crack? He's on something, bro. Allegedly, I don't know. I don't want to speak on the man that way. I told you, I don't want to ruin his life. His life is YouTube. He quit his job. He went all in on YouTube, and he's bragging about it to his family that he's famous. Famous. Yet he knew nothing about AMC when we talked in the interview just 5 months ago. It's complete garbage. 2 boats and a helicopter. Google it. Lemon, for you to say that's ridiculous, dude. It's absolutely ridiculous. Go look at Ant Trades. Ant Trades made over, I think it was like $2,000 first live stream on Super Chats. You think I'm jealous? He got the information wrong. Where the hell is 140 a share on AMC? Mind you, that would be equivalent to 1,400 today. He was so wrong. And I told him he was wrong because he didn't know how to read TA. He had no idea what he's talking about. His linear charts versus his who knows, bro? Who knows? Logarithmic charting and linear charting, what are the difference? This guy is clueless. But people let him do it because it gives them hope. It gives them everything. You guys don't get it, man. Those guys call out sick to come live stream. I go work the 12 hours, come out and I live stream. You go figure it out. Look at this. Marantz is a broken record with his private equity what is that? Infatuation? I can't even see because the mic's in my way. You think. You know what's crazy? I want someone. Not the Cowboys either. Okay, North Star, we talk about every single stock out there. Every stock that private equity is within right now, we talk about them. What do you mean talk about something other than that? North Star, how about we talk about you? You keep coming back to the channel every day with nothing new to say. The same broken record. GameStop's not profitable. GameStop, I'll buy it in single digits. Really? How? Where? Your stance is only going to last for what, like 60 more days? GameStop's going to show a profit quarter 3. Are you kidding? Anybody go there lately? I'm just excited. Are you guys aware that Super Mario Brothers, Mario has a new game coming out on the Switch? I just want to tell you, anytime a new Mario game comes out, you can't find it. It's going to be sold out. I'm just going to let you know what it's going to look like. It's going to be crazy. My insecurities are coming out. Bro, when you got a wife like mine, you got money like me, there's nothing to be insecure about, bro. Lemon, you're going to be all right, bro. You're going to be all right. Lemon, you couldn't stand next to me in real life. And that's too much. Are there any other good podcasters like you? Sam, I doubt it when it comes to this shit. I doubt it because they're not cut like me. You guys are going to see that interview with James Janney that we did. James Janney, who happens to have about 1.77 million followers on YouTube, reached out multiple times now. We're going to be doing, I don't even know how many interviews. And he says, Marantz, let's do it. Let's meet up. Let's have a roundtable discussion. Let's do this. Let's do it. And I went ahead and played back. I uploaded the 2.5-hour interview between he and I. It's on private right now. It's not public. It's on private. I wanted to watch it. I want to make sure it's on there forever. It's up somewhere. I have it in my phone. I have it on my computer. I have it in Dropbox to him. And I'm keeping it in safe. It's safeguarded right now. It's quite possibly my best interview I've ever done. And when they cut that up and they say, hey, these guys are crazy, these guys are cultists, if that's the angle, I'm going to win that one. I got receipts, babe. Got receipts. The questions were great. The answers were great. It was all genuine. He's been a genuine man. But for you guys, Paula Abdul over here, Abdul Patel, you're clueless, kid. You're clueless. Grabbing 80 shares tomorrow. Been waiting for that check. There you go, Eric Gonzalez. Do your best, bro. Shield's out in full force tonight, Marantz. I'm used to it, man. At this point, I'm used to it. I really am. Do 1 minute on world events. North Star, this is a world event. The fact that you think I pay attention to anything else other than GameStop is laughable. It's blasphemy. All I care about is my investment and educate myself on what private equity, their angle is. You're going to tell me do 1 minute on world events? What's the world event you want to talk about? Raising interest rates that are not going up this quarter? Like I tell you, they go up one quarter, they don't go up the next quarter, go up one quarter, not the next quarter. Is that it? Why? So they didn't go up at 1/8 of a percent? We're still holding all-time highs here. What is it you want to talk about? The fact that gold is coming down in value? It was at $19.59 just the other day, now to $18.49 an ounce? What is it that you pay attention to, smart guy? Or is it just football and baseball? Is that what we need to do? The things to deter us from what's really happening in Israel and the Palestinians? Or should we pay attention to that? Or should it be Mia Khalifa celebrating the fact that this is actually happening, this war on children and adults? I'm not that guy. I don't have the political stance. I don't have to have, a world stance on anything. You're looking for world updates on shit? Go watch the news on that. Me personally, I go and rewatch old live streams of what we talked about a year ago to see just how right we were and how wrong you've been. How about I do an hour on that? Because I can. That was your 1 minute. 1,200. There we go. 1,200 bots. I don't worry about it one bit. You're gonna show me 1,200 people that lost money. That's what you're gonna see. You can just leave the live stream. Exactly, bro. Killed me last weekend, Rico. Jonathan Scott, I'm not Rico. I have nothing to do with sports betting, nor would I ever put $1 or one idea into a sports bet. That's a fool's bet. I don't promote gambling. I hate it. I hate sports. I don't even watch them. I don't have time for that shit. That's child's play. I'm long gold. How dare you? Be long all you want. You wanted the info. I gave you the info. Marantz only has GameStop tinfoil, private equity FUD, and all-right politics knowledge. You know what's crazy, bro? Only has private equity FUD. Okay, tell me how I'm wrong on private equity. I've watched every single interview you can think of from all the big guys on private equity. I've seen them all, what they have to say. That's how I know how they operate, how they move. While you're sitting at home jacking off, I'm sitting there watching private equity old tapes about Henry Kravis, Mike Milken, sure, Leon Black, Mark Rowan, Bill Gross. I mean, who else do I have to watch? Hell, I watched a whole hour of, what's this guy's name? I got to think of it right now. It was Carl Icahn versus the other guy at Herbalife right now. I can't think of. Can't even think about this shit. This is how crazy it is for me. There's so many things in private equity that I pay attention to. And yet you're going to sit here and tell me you're a one-trick pony, kid. One-trick pony. You and the hate that you have for it. Private equity is destroying America, and you're going to tell me I'm the problem or I'm wrong. Really? Everybody knows the playbook. Everybody knows the cash cow it is. Why do you think kids go to Harvard, Yale, any business school they go to? Wharton Business School and Penn. Why do you think they go there and all they want to do is go get a job at private equity? They want to manage the private equity fund. Why do you think they want their own GP? And to get all the LPs out there so they can get 2 and 20. Why do you think that is? You're a joke. No, I'm not. Rico knows again. Oh my God. Dude's ignoring the biggest private equity housing market. So when it comes to the housing market, I'm not ignoring it. It's just not reflective immediately. It's like oil. Oil can go down in price, but you won't see it affect the service station till about 45 days. Housing market is no different. The first thing to fall will be the housing market, but it'll take into effect maybe 6 months later. You already know that the banks have closed down their loan centers. Hell, I went to the bank today. I couldn't believe how many people weren't in there. But when it comes to private equity and it comes to housing, housing will be the last thing to touch because everyone has to lose their job first before they stop paying for that house. That's the difference. How do you feel about commercial real estate? I really don't. Commercial real estate is in a tricky spot. Here's why. Rates are high, but people want to run a business. So the individuals that actually own the properties are pushing the old businesses out and bringing in new ones. So you just got to find the industry that's willing to put their workers in a small spot. And a lot of people are doing that. They're doing satellite, what is it called? Like WeWork. They're out there, they're renting out buildings, just putting up phones and a name on the door. And that's how it works. So commercial real estate's going to go. GME is a joke, pal. Thank you. Sonny P. I'm not laughing, but I want to know what makes it a joke. Somebody help me out here. What do you think about Data Zero YouTuber? I think he's terrible. I think he's god-awful at what he does. I already interviewed him on the channel. If you want to laugh, go watch it. The kid knows absolutely nothing about investing. He doesn't know a goddamn thing. He's ridiculous. And he's been wrong every single day for the last 2 years. So enjoy him. I would tell you that. Have a Rico's Nose banner on your TikTok videos on this profile. I'm trying to get college locks. Zachary Place. That's not me. That's my failed YouTube brother. Not me. You guys are ridiculous, bro. What do you think about the Economic Ninja? I have no idea who the hell that is. Auto financing becomes difficult due to high rates and slow demand, hence collapse of Carvana. Truth seeker. That is true to a point. But a lot of Carvana's issues are going to be with wholesale, not necessarily financing. You see, buying vehicles and housing them is the problem. You have to be able to hold them. And if you don't have the infrastructure to hold all those cars that are not selling, you then become oversaturated with the inventory. That inventory sits heavy on the books until you ship it off. That becomes a problem. The bank deals are going to be the bank deals. They can get those done. But the banks put pressure on you after 30 days if you don't sell a vehicle. They want a loan on the books. That's why they give you leverage. That's how car deals work. So that's the biggest problem that you're going to have over there. Another thing, when people stop paying their car payments, then you're going to see repossessions go up and you're going to see people not being able to get to work. It's going to be bad. Are you and your brother rivals? No, Chef, whatever the hell your name is. No, we're not rivals. You have to be equal to have a rival, and we're clearly not equal. I'm clearly above. Thoughts on Ohio State? Oh, my God. Do not ask me football questions, guys. Sue, another connected the dots with Carvana, brother, especially with the bond restructuring, please. I have connected the dots part 20 something. I forget which one. Oh, part 15? I think it's Carvana. I can redo another one. I can do another, connecting the dots with Carvana, but we'll see how it does. What do you think about Platinum Sparkle's eyebrows? I don't think about them, but I'm thankful that she's around. I spoke with her last week on the phone. She was very surprising on how stoic she is as far as, the community goes and the difference between Bed Bath & Beyond and GameStop. Like, it was to the point where she was like, you know what, man, I'm tired of answering these questions. If they want to be dumb and lose their money, that's just the way it's going to go down. And I don't want to speak for her, but it's basically the kind of vibe you get at times. Data Zero is live streaming right now as we speak, talking that hot shit. Oh, okay. Okay, Data Zero. Thanks on your burner account. We don't care. What the hell does that have to do with me? Marantz, what's your opinion on Divine Protein Shake? I don't have one, bro. Yeah, I guess he is, and he'll be okay. It doesn't matter how many subs you have. It doesn't matter how many views you have. None of that really matters. What matters is, what is the truth? Are you putting out the right information? You can have all the subs in the world and have the wrong information. Then you're just enlightening people with misinformation. So you'll get called out on it eventually, and it'll all play on you. And we'll see how it all works out. A lot of people don't last in this space. As you can tell, I've been the longest standing one, and it's going to be that way for a long time. Thoughts on the overstock Marantz? Any private equity in there? I know they are famous for pushing out shorts. That was a long time ago, Eric Gonzalez. Long time ago. Patrick Bren, I believe that's how you say his name, or Brian. I can't remember how you say his last name, but the old CEO, he was a huge advocate for pushing out short selling. His father would tell you that he paid attention to it too much. And I talked about that in detail on one of my Connect the Dots videos just last week. So how do I feel about Overstock today? I think that they are a dying business. I don't think they're doing well to be buying out Bed Bath & Beyond's name and likeliness for the .com. But, anybody can revamp themselves or get better business and better leadership in there. I just haven't looked too far into it today on the private equity front. But I can, and I'll see what I can do. Marantz, did you see IMX partnering with Amazon for Web3? That's cool. That's cool. More people on the platform. Like I said, GameStop beat everybody to it, so we'll just see if that benefits on our end. For me personally, I don't support Amazon. I don't shop there. And my wife was trying to get me to buy a new desk, and she's like, hey, you should go to Amazon. I was like, I'll never. I'll buy it from Costco because GameStop doesn't sell gaming desk. By the way, Ryan Cohen, hi. Please start selling desk, like those elevated desks that go up and down, and I'm down. I'm going to buy one from you. I looked there first. I don't know who you should start in fantasy, bro. I don't care about football. I don't care about transfer portal. I don't care about any of that. I'm pumped for another Carvana Connect the Dots. Okay, well, I'll look it up. We can revisit that story, and we'll do the best we can. Hey, for all you guys out there, I completely forgot that I do this on the weekends or during the middle of the week here. I'm supposed to jump into the chat here on Discord. Okay, so I'm gonna pin the chat. It's gonna pin. Oh my goodness, right here. So if you want to call into the channel, you can. You guys know that. Just click on the link. It's pinned to the top of the chat here on YouTube, and you'll be able to talk to me live on the chat. And you can tell me whatever you want to tell me. If you feel a certain way about GameStop, AMC, YouTube, I don't care what you feel about Bed Bath & Beyond, all that stuff. If you feel a certain way, come in and talk to me, and I'll talk it out with you. And we'll see what you guys have. Great job in exposing private equity and how GameStop is fighting it. Thank you. Mike Nash, you're absolutely welcome. I get told this all the time. People thank me for stuff like that, and I'm very appreciative. Dr. Drake, you're the first one on the mic. How are you doing, Dr. Drake? What's going on? You got to unmute your mic, Dr. Drake. And if you clicked it on accident, we'll find out real soon when you drop out of the channel. Happens every week, guys. They see the link go up. They go click on it. They don't know what the hell to do. Would Marantz go on Joe Rogan podcast? Sure, if you want to talk about the real information. That's the only way. I'm not here to promote dumb shit. So that's the only way we go down. What's GameStop? I have no idea who the hell Rico is. You TikTok, hi. I don't know who the hell that guy is. I don't know why you guys keep calling me that. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. So anyway, they're doing a basis call right now. I just got invited for Mullen Automotive. There's a company I don't care about, or a stock I don't care about. I just tell people, get the hell out of there. People are jealous. Yeah, absolutely. That's supposed to be funny. Heard, yeah, he's not a pathological liar. Expert's a good guy, and he's been good to the chat and the channel. Check the mic. All these guys, you mean in Discord? Sure, none of them. They're not on. Dr. Drake, your mic is not on. I'm literally looking at you, bro, and you're not there. So I'll wait. You tell me what I'm looking at. Anyway, why do people keep calling you Rico? Sam, it's because it's my twin brother who's terrible at YouTube and TikTok. He gives out sports bets, and apparently he didn't win last week, and that's what he gets. But anyway, short hedge funds are trying to frogs gate. I don't even know what that means, bro. Can't stop, won't stop. Platinum Sparkles is here. How you doing? I don't know if that's the real platinum. I hope it is. I don't know who to believe these days. Clearly Espionage. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to unmute your mic and you can talk on the mic. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going, Marantz?
I'm killing it, brother. What's on your mind?
Yeah, clearly Espionage. I'm Eric Gonzalez in the chat here in the Discord.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jumped in. Yeah, just jumped in. Wanted to be a part of the community. I appreciate all the hard work you do, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, can you tell that to these jokers in the chat, bro? They think I'm crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, to be honest, you got me informed on a stupid investment that I was making in BBBY. So I'm more than happy to tell everybody else, you're the man. Your information is solid. I watched this thing collapse and crumble. Tried to get my dad out of it. Couldn't get him out quick enough. And now we're just kind of digesting his failed AMC position. Wow.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in, too. You can't get it back. That's the unfortunate part. But they did a couple of things so that you wouldn't get it back. Doing the stock split initially last August, that was the first step to take equity. Then the next step was to do a reverse stock split and drain even more. So it's like there's already having two bad events, and now it's going to get worse. But it's only because people have only highlighted this stock recently. 2 years is very recent. For the investors that were in it before 2019, they were getting gutted as well. But it was always on purpose. People have to know. You would have never known the playbook, what connect the dots is. You would never know how private equity is destroying companies from within if you don't do the due diligence yourself. So I cheated. It's that simple. I was given the playbook by private equity themselves. And for them to tell me how to go get it, where to look, I probably look like a genius to some people, but the truth is, man, I just stuck my head in the right place and I asked the right questions, and it was worth it. It was all worth it. But I had to go do the homework after the fact. So it's gonna work out in my favor only because I know what to avoid and I know that it's working out perfect. Here we go. Then why are some people so confident about it? Sam, they're not confident. They show weakness every day they talk about it. I want you to ask yourself something here, Sam, okay? Sam, you're obviously not a believer in Connect the Dots, or maybe you haven't seen it. But there's an episode, I think it's Connect the Dots Part 6, is where I start talking about Bed Bath & Beyond. And I want you to go from there all the way through to part 18, if not further. You can go even further. But watch them all. I don't care. You're going to learn so much about equity and how you invest and what to avoid and what the pitfalls are. But when it comes to that narrative of PPC's The Show and how they feel about Bed Bath & Beyond and butterflies, I want you to think about this one thing. In the course of 8 months, how many times have they changed their narrative? How many times have they changed their stance on what their investment is and the hopium of what it could be? Tell me where the field goal posts have moved over 8 months. And then in addition to that, I want you to reflect back on the actual facts of what have happened to the company, like what's happened, right? The whole filing for bankruptcy, the Sue Gove interview that says that they weren't, that they were strong, they weren't suiting buyers because they already are bankrupt at that point. Think about everything that's happened to the company and then go back on what these guys have been saying. And I want you to do the same thing for AMC and go look at people like Tony De Niro, AMC Bigums, Boss Blunts, I don't care who, and what they said about that company and where it's headed as well. I'm just letting you know, there's a track record. It's the simplest thing you'll ever meet. They're wrong, and the few select ones are correct. Myself, Platinum, Bad Ass, whoever has gone out there and put out the information, the professor on Twitter, everyone told them exactly what it was. I just happen to do it in detail with flair. So you're enlightened, and I hope you look at it. I really do. These butterflies got to be the stupidest, iteration so far. Absolutely. Rico turns into Marantz after dark. Let me tell you something, bro. That I'm telling you right now, that kid's blocked and banned on my channel. I don't even talk to the guy, dude. There's nothing to talk about. Here's the new thing. I saw your Powerball short, freaked out, bought a ticket to tonight's drawing. Powerball's tomorrow. So I got a Mega and a Powerball. Thanks for the reminder and FOMO. TF Hatter, whatever the hell your name is. Yeah, man, I'm happy for you. I just want recognition when you win and they interview you. I want you to be like, hey, it was Marantz Rantz. That's who reminded me to go get the Powerball. Yeah, I didn't buy the Mega Millions, but I bought the Powerball, and I believe it's $1.8 billion, guys. It's going to be crazy. So, yeah, I'll take a shot at that. Why not? My wife would be crazy not to do that. Because we've been saying Bed Bath & Beyond will be worthless for months, but people continuing falling for it. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, man. It is, Dr. Steve. I'm with you, man. Shout out to Amber. She's in the chat. Ray's here. I looked for a desk on GameStop yesterday. Yeah, I told you. I looked there first. You guys know that. My mantra is GameStop first. Just remember, if you're ever looking to buy something, do something, online, you're looking for a product, I go to GameStop first. And that's just it. I tell myself every time. My wife says, hey, we need a new door handle. Guess what? GameStop first. I'm going to go look. Even though they don't have them, I'm looking. And that's how I found out that they sell, the Ring doorbell. They sell Segways. They sell Garmin watches. They sell a lot of things. I'm always looking at GameStop first. And I saw a new video of some guy telling me that he's going to shopping at every game. I love it. GameStops are independently priced. They have independent items. It's like you have to go to every single one. You gotta shop at all of them because you never know what'll be there. It's like buried treasure. And I love it, man. For anybody who's collecting stuff, I know a lot of guys just grab stuff. Right now is the Pro Players Week. And so if you have a membership, a pro membership, you literally are getting 50% off, 60% off on things. In the chat right now is Because I Can. Because I Can, how you doing, sir?
Can you hear me right now?
I can hear you, brother.
Hey, how's it going? Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Where are you at if it's morning?
Oh, that's something I like to say.
Oh, okay, cool, bro. I was like, shit, it's morning for you? Yeah, what's going on? Because I can. Yeah, how you feeling?
Chinatown, isn't it like that? 12 hours ahead?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm like, it's already 6 p.m. over here, bro. So if you're in Hawaii, that's 3 hours behind. It's 3 o'clock over there. I don't know what more.
I didn't know about the Powerball.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta get myself a ticket.
Yeah, I just want my cut, bro. I just want my cut.
That's what's up. Hey, I will tell you this. Over the years, because I'm younger than you, like maybe like 10 or something, like years or something like that.
Cool. But
you're the only person I know in public that talks about private equity. Because I heard about it, about some random company called Eagle One, and the guy got shorted and pretty much all that stuff. And the funny thing is, over the times when I'm traveling, when people say, "Oh, the stock market is rigged" or something like that, and it's like insider trading and all that stuff. But all of a sudden, like, that's the truth. Private equity doesn't really exist, and that's what it was. That's what they were describing. But when you put it as like a word towards it, then it doesn't exist whatsoever.
Right.
So which one is it? Is it or is it not when it comes to these individuals? Because when they said, oh, it's too convenient. You know what I'm saying? It's way too convenient.
Yeah. So I don't know if you watched the satire video of Strongman Finance. So
yeah, I was there with you.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to get past all the dumb stuff, right? Where he's like laughing and making fun of everyone, and he's saying, all these things about me. The parts that you want to get to is when he says, private equity. It's like, what do you mean it's a conspiracy? What do you mean this is happening? And then they tell you like what's going on with GameStop. Well, they're going to do this and they're going to do that. So whenever you hang out with like CPAs, they look at a balance sheet and they go, okay, well, because they're not spending money on cap expense, they have to at some point. And that's not true. You don't have to. You don't have to ever do it, because what are you really buying? What is it that needs to be refurbished? Not much. But from an accountant standpoint, depending on what industry they're in, they literally are saying, we need to spend more on X, Y, and Z. But what year are the leases in? Are they even keeping the buildings? Is it not the building manager that gets paid, that pays out? Because my wife's in commercial real estate, so and I know this stuff. So tell me what portion of cap expenditures are actually paid by the owner of the building rather than the leasee? So there's a lot of things that come into play than just to say a blanket statement like CapEx is going to go up. You just can't do that. Well, I give an idea of why the shelving's not going up, why they don't not paying for that, because they already had it in excess in their holding facility, in their actual distribution center, fulfillment center in Kentucky, the one that closed down. So like little things like that, little nuggets. But when you see CPAs sitting out here, and it's CPAs all say the same thing. They all talk the same way. So when they're in the same echo chamber on Reddit and everyone's in there listening to these guys, they're only listening to the one stance that they know. And they don't know the business. They don't know what's happening with GameStop. They think they do. Then you have a guy like me who'll come out and tell you, well, this is what's really happening. And you'll be like, oh, shit, okay, I get that part. Maybe that is true. Or you can
I agree.
Go ahead.
Because you're the only person I know that for the longest time, I felt like I was the only person that knew about private equity. Maybe I didn't know the word for it.
Yeah.
But I knew that these investors were driving the companies in that direction. And the funny thing is with that individual, he says Boston Consulting Group, but never explain what it is. He just says it.
Yeah.
But besides the case, could I ask like a shout out for Connect the Dots?
Yeah.
For our certain company.
Yeah. Who is it?
Because to me, like, I'm a commodity trader. That's how I got in. But technically, my first stock was Procter and Gamble.
Okay, P&G.
Because like when I predicted like the COVID crash on the market, so I was able to put all my funds there, and then when it happened, I was able to get in. But P&G is my first one because the way I saw it was more like these certain companies in this factors made money, and one of the obscure places was soap because people wanted to be hygienic. So I made a good call. Apparently, I also got into Clorox. So I saw Clorox products. Yeah. I ain't got a $1 dividends, which people say was rare, but I was ahead of the curve.
Yeah, you'll win on stuff like that. You're basically calling out what's neutral. Like, it's going to happen. What's going to be the benefit of it. Just like everyone bet against movie theaters the minute they shut them all down, right? That's the easiest investment of your lifetime. You're going to go in there and say, well, Moderna and Johnson & Johnson are going to go up because of vaccines. Like, you already knew those things were happening. But what did you want me to look into exactly?
There's a technicality. I actually invested in AMC before the crash, just because I heard movie theaters were there. But I only clicked AMC because of the acronym AMC. But I got in when it was like $2 to $4, and I posted it on Discord. But I sold like 1 week before the peak, because I saw the gap between AMC and GameStop were shrinking. So I just wanted to move it. I just put it all on GameStop. But you explained to me it was like a seesaw. And that's probably the reason why I was seeing this weird, like, price movement. So I was fortunate, that happened. But I was more like, I was just using, like, historical trends from like the Great Depression and stuff like that. But as to the company, it's a random like mining company, if you don't mind.
I know a lot about mining companies now.
Yeah, even though that one the AMC got into, like
HYMC.
it's crap.
Oh yeah,
they don't do anything.
Complete trash.
They only released 2 coins. And they don't even look good.
Well, their 2 biggest, they only have 2 customers, believe it or not. Other than the individuals that were buying those pieces, they only have 2 large customers. So if one of those customers are gone, you essentially have nothing. So it's just a bad business model. But you want to DM me the company, the name, or you want to say it out loud?
No, I'll say it out loud. You know, I think I posted it before, but they're down right now. But
that's fine.
Oh, West Red Lakes Mining.
Type it up in the GME channel in Discord, and I'll get to it and I'll see what I can do.
All right. Whenever I have time, I'll type it there, or I'll send you an email. But
that's fine, brother. Whenever I have time, I'll look it up. You know how this works. I'm a busy man.
Yeah, because I'm in the Carvana mining things, and that keeps showing up.
Okay. Yeah, when things keep showing up, you need to be nervous sometimes because they push it out in front of you guys.
It's more like obscure areas that I'm in.
Sounds like it. You sound like a man of mystery.
I've been told.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm going to get back to the chat. I really appreciate you because I can. He's been watching the channel for 2.5 years. I know this guy. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And
thanks for all the support, brother.
And protection and blessing towards you, man.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You know, my father and I had a very good conversation today about life. Because, you know, my wife tells me, she goes, "Hey, babe, don't buy a lawnmower." This is what my wife tells me. She goes, "Don't buy a lawnmower." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Because that's the bond between you and your dad. Your dad comes over, you guys do the grass together, and you guys spend time together." And I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, try to explain that to my dad. My dad's like, "Hey, you can't get your own lawnmower yet?" No, I mean, I can, but my wife wants you to come over and talk. So we were talking, and you know what? A lot of the times my dad talks on the time that we're cutting the grass, and I'll just sit there and I'll listen like a schoolboy. I'm literally just looking at him dead in the eyes. And he's telling me a story about like when they grew up, like what he was going through, like whatever he's telling me. And today he told me something that rocked me to the core, just because hearing it from my dad is different than when I hear it from other people. And my dad said, "Marantz, I want you to wake up and I want you to be thankful." That's it, dude. That's it. He goes, "You just wake up and you be thankful. And you say, 'Thank you, Jesus, for waking up.'" And I'm not very spiritual. I'm not. My father is, yes. My mother is. But I've just been grinding in life so long, trying to do what's right. And like I told you, maybe 20 years from now, I start reflecting on on who I want to be, how I want to leave this earth. But right now, I've been grinding so long and hard that I need to remind myself to say thank you and be thankful. So that was it. It was such a real moment for my dad to hear him say that to me, because I was just like, man, he knows that we're in here grinding. You'd be imagined, like, try being my dad, right? He's got Rico, he's got Marantz. Like, we're just 2 of 5. Like, that's 2 enough, right? I mean, you don't need any more. But he manages his time well. He listens to both podcasts. He has an influence. He has direction. He has, a stance. And I respect him for it. And shout out to that man coming out helping me with my grass today. But that's the truth, man. That's the truth. Honestly, Marantz, you the man, my brother. Thank you so much. I'm trying my best. I do my best. And you know how it goes. I'm gonna keep reading the chat over here. I have a lot of people typing. And yeah, you're right. Don't agree with me. There you go, wannabe comedian. I'm happy they put you on mute here. Brenton Wilson. I haven't seen you in a long time, young man. Brenton Wilson says, "How high do you think GameStop will hit this week? 17 or 18? 16? Hey there? Is that fair? Am I a bad guy for saying it?" Marantz is always right. Been watching him for a while. All Fear of the Freak. I don't want to say I'm always right, But thank you so much for that. Certainly when it comes to investing right now and paying attention, I'd say we get it right a lot of the times. So lots of clowns in here tonight. Couldn't agree more with you, Amber. Unfortunately, I'm used to it. I'm used to the clowns and what they do. Yes, and Adam Aaron, I'm sure, bribed all those YouTubers. Remember that meeting? They all went to Matt Kors and didn't go up in the mountains. Yeah, Matt Kors didn't go, and they all went to KC. And they went to the meeting, and they were there for the annual shareholders meeting. I don't know. I don't want to say he bribed them. I wouldn't even say it that way, Expert. I would just tell you that he's very aware of the influence that they have over the markets and what he gets to do, right? So if he wants to tour the country and go to every movie theater, and he has great experience with everyone, and it slowly turns the tide, because by the 13th movie theater, he had armed guards and a bulletproof vest. Like, that's just the way it was going down for him. He was going down the wrong path. Marantz is right. Are you kidding me? Yeah, thank you. Marantz thinks he's sorry, wannabe comedian. I've been wrong plenty of times. Sorry to tell you that. But you want me to tell you what I tell my wife? I've got it on lock. I remember it. I always say the only time I've been wrong in life is when I thought I was. And that's it right there. The argument's over. And then, I get slapped in the back of the neck, and then I be quiet. It took Marantz 30 videos for Connect the Dots that could have been explained in 1 2-minute video. Wow. Abdul Patel, I don't know why you come out and you're just ignorant as all hell. Like, honestly, you obviously haven't watched Connect the Dots. And there's 40 videos, by the way, and you couldn't get it all in 2 minutes. Nope. But if you can please your wife in 2 minutes, that explains a lot. So I'm happy for you, bro. But you're a two-pump chump, is from what I'm reading here. But no fault of your own. Marantz, do you have any idea why new IPOs are shorted to dirt into Pennyland within months of their debut? Yes, over-evaluations. All these companies are overly inflated. Stocks are overly inflated. Even now, the valuations from the 2020 jump, remember, there was a $6 trillion excess that was pushed out. We were supposed to tank. We were supposed to crumble. Pandemic happens. Boom, $6 trillion gets printed, and it eventually finds its way to the market. People don't understand that, though. Like, what are you talking about? $6 trillion. Not everybody went to the stock market and bought cash. No, but you went and spent the money. You went and spent it at stores. You went and spent it somewhere, something. And the bosses of those places, the people that actually get the wealth, they took that wealth and in turn invested it. And they ran up. And as they ran up on these overvaluations, it's always up and to the right on this market. It can't be. It just can't be, guys. It's been 15 years of pumps. And yet, what did you do with the risk? Where did you manage the risk? You printed more money in 2009 with the housing crisis. Nobody took a fault. No one took a loss. You think a Bernie Madoff $50 billion loss is the loss that was the housing crisis? Hell no. It's not the way it works. You had JP Morgan sweep in and buy everything for pennies on the dollar. Goldman Sachs, buy for pennies on the dollar. There's no way these guys can eliminate the risk that was. This is why the national debt has gone up trillions of dollars. Because when are you going to pay it off? When are we all going to come to a realization that you can't outpace the debt you have? The national debt for America is going to eclipse, just annual interest is going to eclipse the national defense budget this next year. There is no way. There's no way we can keep doing this, and we will, and it'll all come crumbling down, and it's going to hurt so many folks and families, and you're going to see true poverty. It's going to really strike it. But what is it, 100 years removed from the Great Depression? The Dust Bowl? Probably. And maybe we're going to have a rough run at it. Maybe the heyday of the stock market and our investments were yesteryear, were 15 years ago, were 10 years ago. Who knows? But you can't keep printing because you're going to devalue the dollar. And when you devalue the dollar, what are you going to do then? Who is going to take this loss? Someone is playing hot potato with your risk. And yes, if you don't believe it, guys, watch this. They go long on blue chips, right? They go long on blue chips, and then they go long on the VIX. They're betting on volatility of it. And why? Because they know exactly what's going to happen. They know that once blue chips sell off, the VIX goes up, and they still make their money. They are hedge funds. They're hedging. That's what you got to do. So what's the hedge to GameStop? Everything. Don't believe me? Why halt the market? Why halt the stock? Why do congressional hearings? Call me a liar. Go ahead. I'll wait. You don't think stocks pump and run and jump? Do they halt the market because of that? Did they do that with AMC? It ran. It ran, and why did it stop running? You think Adam Aaron diluting 9 million shares is the dilution of a lifetime? No. That's not what it was. It's to offset what GameStop is, guys. Do you guys see the rips now on the market? They're nothing. There's nothing out there. There's a counter swap. There's a Carvana swap on GameStop right now. It's mimicking GameStop's counter. That's all it's doing. That's what we're doing. We're deploying private equity stocks against GameStop. You have to pump the whole crypto market to dump down some. You've got to pump all of these meme stocks to dump down one. They all move the same, Marantz. Yeah, because they're supposed to. But there's only one stock that people are buying and not selling. They all move the same ticker-wise, but volume's not the same. The volume's never the same. GameStop has zero volume. And yet the ticker mimics the movement. That's the algo. That's where people say, oh, it's got to go up. You know, it's a downfall today. Everyone's like, oh my God, AMC is pumping. It went up over $10, guys. It was running. GameStop went up $1.50 over the last 2 days. Yeah, it's going. It's supposed to. But you want to see mimics and movements? Go look at the volume. The volume's completely different. Completely different. But yet when AMC's moving, we're talking about $1. Right? Reverse stock split, $10 goes down to $1 a share. How the hell are we still moving with GameStop that was $16 just last year at some point in time frame? $16. AMC was at 10, was at 11 at that time. Now they're at 1. How the hell did they lose 90% of their equity? And no one say anything. I'm wrong. You're right. Yeah, IPOs are they're overstated for what they really are. They don't have those evaluations. They're wrong. Okay. And we found that out when Coinbase came out at 425 the initial day and dropped all the way down to below 100. Roblox was at 125 the first year, and now they just debuted on PlayStation. My son's playing it right now. Dad, can we go home and play Roblox? Whatever you want to do, son. I have to go, but I really enjoyed your show. I definitely binge watched some old videos. Thank you for the content, brother. Sam, you're welcome. Hopefully you run it back and you watch. Marantz actually does the background check on every member on the board of directors for every company that he's ever, and that's why he gets it right. Oh my God. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You know, everyone wants to evaluate college football players. You know, my brother probably has the best stance on college football in the whole damn world because he evaluates every player from what they are and what they've done and where they come from. He does the due diligence on each player. Well, I do the due diligence on each board of director for every company I want to get involved with or the companies that you think are great. And when I go do the due diligence, I go see where they came from. What's their original team? What's their original background? What are they doing? What's their influence? What is going to manipulate them and or leverage them to do something you normally wouldn't do? You mean to tell me a company wants to buy back $16 billion worth of shares over 10 years and that's going to remain profitable? That's an okay stance to pump the stock and then in turn gut it? You took $16 billion in profits at Dollar General over a 10-year span, pumped the stock all the way to 250, it's down to 100. Anyone who was at 250, 240, 230 and was buying in thinking this is a great stock, a great company, not realizing who's in charge of their money, they're broke right now. They just lost 50% of their profit and they're not going to have it, or 50% of their price, and it's not going to be there. I don't know anything about sports. Don't ask me about sports, please, TikTok. I don't watch sports. I don't care about it. You got me? Thank you. Marantz can't be bought. He will expose these corrupt people. Correct, Truth Seeker. They've tried to buy me, and it doesn't work out too well for them. And I'm so scared. They're so scared of me. I'm so scary that they're afraid to ask now. They tiptoe around the question. They thought they could get in, and they found it all. They found it all wrong. So there you go. I'll keep reading the chat. I have tons to read. I apologize, guys, but we'll get there. Marantz is right about private equity. Plenty of pump and dump wannabes in GameStop. I'm not sure if he's as bullish as I am because GameStop is going to fly sooner or later. GDJ, I am bullish, brother. I'm probably the most bullish guy on the whole goddamn planet. I love my stock. I love the company, and that's how I feel about it. So I love your passion. GameStop to the new. Mike Nash, I hope you really enjoy it. Shout out to wannabe comedian. Just got timed out for 1,800 seconds. Kyoto, I love that. He deserves to be, there you go. He deserves to be blocked out for that. we can all have different opinions. You're absolutely right. What's up, millionaires? We're doing great. Thank you so much. Because you guys are just trolling. If you want to debate Marantz, join the Discord and join the voice chat channel. It's pinned to the top of the chat, guys. That is the Discord link. Go ahead and click on it. Discord link right there. It's pinned to it. You can join and we can have this conversation. Newer IPOs are getting raised because they were evaluated previously while private was bloated. Well, yeah, exactly. I agree. Free money figures. They run out of money. Now they need more money. Yeah, and their new valuations are too high. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. That's the explanation and an all-in podcast gave. Cool, Eric Gonzalez. I totally agree with that explanation. Maybe Marantz has an OP. No, but it's the same thing. They're just over-evaluated. That's all it is. And it's going to be that way. Kid'll just cut the viewers in half. Oh, yeah, Gravis, but you're still here, so I'm happy for it. Marantz, can you please explain why GameStop is a stock of all good stocks? Okay, thanks. D. Gordon, you want to know why it's so good? Like compared to others? Well, the balance sheet's pretty good. Right, if you're going to compare it to other companies. They have a 2-to-1 on assets versus liabilities. They also have zero corporate debt, long-term debt. And they have $1.2 billion worth of cash and cash equivalents, market securities out there. So they have money. They have plenty of money to burn, and they don't burn. So it's going to go pretty well for them over the next 6 months, and I think people will realize that on the balance sheet. And that's how you evaluate a company, essentially. One day, we'll see how it all works out. But until then, it is absolutely one of the better buys of our time frame right now. The book value is around $4.15 a share. It's trading at $16 a share. Therefore, it's a quarter of the price. Right? So you're already getting a 0.25% discount. You're getting 25% off when you think about it, book to the share price itself. No stock can be a quarter of book and yet not propped up off of goodwill, just propped up off of cash. Nobody operates that way. This is like the most successful company and or disciplined company when it comes to raising capital, utilizing capital. The cost of capital is what needs to be focused on. There's what they call CAC. It's the customer acquisition cost. And it literally costs them nothing to get a customer to the door. That's because it's all word of mouth, little advertising, and free publicity via myself or anyone else on YouTube or TikTok or YouTube or Twitter. I'm so sorry. Everyone who's putting out videos and content and telling you this is where I'm shopping, this is what I like. Gamers are notorious for this. Gamers go look for the info rather than wait for it to hit them. So gamers are just that way. We're brought up different, guys. We go and we do our due diligence. And if you don't believe that, ask yourself how, if you've ever played games back in the day, how you figured out how to download patches. Like, who taught you how to download a patch? DLC content. Who taught you how to get the upload when it was stuck and you couldn't figure it out? Like, you had to go look for the answer. You had to go look for the code, the cheat code or how to pass a game, how to beat a game. All that sets you up for this moment in time. Winning and losing in video games means nothing. You're just like, I'll try it again. Because even when you win, then you go, I'm going to do it again just to get perfect. I want to get better. You ever play Mario Kart and do time trials? And you're like, I'm going to do time trials. I'm going to see how fast I can go right here. I think I can go faster. I think I can figure out how to be better. You think you're buying Madden video games just to play the same game again and again every year? Or are you trying to be better with a certain guy who got better ratings and you're going to try it again, try to win the Super Bowl, try to play dynasty mode, build yourself from high school to college to the NFL, get drafted? I mean, there's so many things that people do in video games, rinse and repeat, just to be better. And it helps you. It helps you with what GameStop's doing as a company, because people know that if you believe in the video game industry, which you should, because it's forever growing, it's undisputed. It's undefeated, guys. It's undefeated. And it will be. You have a device in your hand right now. Hey, buddy, what's going on, Gravis? Everybody's excited for you. Go on the PP show right now. Mike, the many, they'll never have me on there, nor would I ever want to. I will never associate myself with that show. They don't deserve me. They don't deserve the correct info. And here's Manuel. I don't know how you got a free membership, Manuel, considering you've been a troll on the chat and the channel for over 3 years, 2.5 years, whatever it's been. Kyoto, nobody can debate Marantz because they are blocked. Shadow Stars, Bad Bag, why debate? Their price is down significantly. No, those guys don't even exist to me. They're not blocked on the channel. They can come right back over here and talk their shit on how wrong they were to even talk about anything. They've been wrong the whole time. And so have you. You and Scott Allen have been wrong. GameStop has not gone bankrupt. This channel is not a failure, and the information is correct. So what can you say, Manuel, other than you grifted a free membership off of us and you don't deserve it? So, oh my God, what a travesty. There we go. It would be funny. It would be, wouldn't it? Marantz will beat NASA to the moon. Only person who will ever reach the moon is Marantz. Pretty much. Are you a big Wolf on Wall Street guy? No, I hate the movie. It was poorly done. It's not very realistic. It's all nonsense. So if you want to be a con man and selling the pink sheets, you can go do that. But yeah, Marantz will beat the hedgies. I will, Truth Seeker. Absolutely will. No, Mike, it won't be funny if I go into the PP show because I'm right and they're all wrong. Marantz also told me GME would not drop below $20, but now it falls, so I'm worried. D. Gordon, you'll be okay. If you're worried about $20, you're worried about price action, well, then maybe you don't understand about averaging down on the best price ever. I love the price right now where it is. Mike, the Manny, if you keep typing the same shit, I'll just ignore you too. So thank you for being in GameStop. We'll look back fondly. Thank you so much. My wife is home. Hi, honey. You look amazing still. After a long day of work, you still look amazing. I love the eyeshadow. I love the jacket, the cardigan. It all matches. I'm just so excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it, that I'm going to play you a song, baby. Can I play you a song? I mean, that's all I want to do. Because I'm actually going to take a break and get a drink. I got to get a drink. I got to get up. But what's a good song that I would play for you, babe? Anything for me? Oh, there's a song I like. That's for you. Let me make sure I'm ready. I'm going to go get something to eat. I'll be right back. Guys, I'm going to go get a drink. I'll be right back. I got to play a song for my wife while I go get it. Things to do tonight, guys. And my wife was right. She's like, hey, did you get this? And I was like, no, I didn't get a chance to do that. But I just want to tell you guys a couple things before I leave. One, I want to tell you guys thank you for coming on out. Two, if we look at the stock, if you guys are paying attention to it, I'm going to show you the chart. We'll look at everything right now. Here's the stock. Here's your bad boy. Okay, this is GameStop. Looking healthy as hell, as ever. Getting back from $14.44 all the way up to $16 today. Has plenty of room to do what it does. But I want people to realize how small these windows are. Okay, this is on the daily chart. You see this run here? As you go through, we're ready to rip. And we can rip at any time. But the true level of support for this stock was previously at around $14, and then there was also another level around 14. Okay, well before. We'll go over here. So when you look over here, the stock itself was all the way up to $10. Okay, this is all before this big pump. So when you look at stuff like this, and then you're looking on a weekly chart here, 1073, we're still past anywhere we've ever been, guys. Okay, there is true support all the way through here. Nowhere in this damn stock have you seen the levels of where it's at. So $10 is a true support level from years previous. You'll never, I don't say you'll never, but it's going to be so hard for it to come down to $10, down to $9. I just don't see it happening. I just don't. So I see the trend where it's headed, where it's been headed this whole time frame because they've been pushing, but eventually as you push down, you bust out of it, you break out of it. So I'm very happy for what's happening, but to have only 2.9 million shares traded back and forth today, this is a stock that I want to be involved with for a long time, and you're not going to get it from me. You're just not. This is what it really looks like on the monthly chart. So as you can tell, these were bigger rips, bigger opening and closing in the monthly time frame. You see these wicks? Now look at how small and tight it's gotten over time. You're now looking at some of the smallest wicks ever compared to what it was before. Okay? That's just consolidation. Consolidate on this timeline to then take off out of here because this wedge is phenomenal. So that's GameStop in a nutshell. And the show itself, I don't know if you guys want to talk about anything else tonight other than me battling back the Bears and the Bulls. I just want you to know exactly what it is. Okay? So for everyone else out there, I come out here sometimes just to be live with you guys to, kick the shit. But Marantz, when you talk GameStop balance sheet, why do you mention no debt and forget to inform that they have no profits? Why is that? Ali Patel, now you got in your next account and you want to come out here and ask these questions, and I'll explain. There is no debt, sure, The operational debt and operational profits are summed up under what they call cash flow. Okay. The cash flow is actually negative for year to year of around $35 million. But like I tell you, what they've transitioned from, where they went and where they've been, and I'm just talking about straight cash, right? But they still have $300 million of marketable securities. How did they get to $300 million? You know, what you deem as profit, you don't understand at the end of it all what they've been doing with the money. You want to see profits on a balance sheet, but you don't get what they've been doing. They've been preparing themselves for the greatest earnings report to come. And it's all coming. Within the next year, within the next 6 months, you're going to see an amazing balance sheet. You're going to see some announcements of over $100 million a quarter of profit. Just quarterly profit. 50 million, 100 million, 50 million, 100 million, 300 million. It's going to look like that. It's going to be crazy for us every quarter to have a profit like that. But you're worried about what they haven't done in the past year, not knowing what they paid off, what the infrastructure was, what the cuts were. So, Ali, you can be the CPA naysayer. You can use all the one-liners you want, but you won't have much time left. You're wrong. I'm correct. You're on the wrong side of history. And I want you to say I'm correct, we're correct. There's so many people that have this stance. But for you to sit there and say, why don't I say that they have no profits? They don't have a profit compared to what? They net a profit based off of cost of goods and what they sell. There's gross profit, right? After the deductions come, what's left over? There's still a gross profit initially. So the profit is there. They're not operating at a loss. They showed a $2 million loss quarter to quarter from 1 year to this year. It was a $107 million swing. That just doesn't happen. You didn't cut your way to $107 million. Yet they increase their marketable securities by $50 million and their inventory by 80. And you're going to tell me $130 million of increases in I guess expenses is not profit compared to the $2 million that they showed on the book as losses. You're going to find a way not to divide all three sheets. The cash flow chart, the balance sheet itself, and the financials. You're going to find a way, man. Who said anything about Houston Wade? Marantz, would you consider doing a collab live stream with Houston? Never. Never, never, never. Why would I talk with individuals who grift off this crowd, who know absolutely nothing about the company, and then in turn speak about Bed Bath & Beyond like it's going to happen? Oh, this is a plan. This is, I just had to hear somebody say Ryan Cohen is the problem and is the reason. If he doesn't merge with Bed Bath & Beyond, then GameStop's done. It's like, who are you to dictate what Ryan does? GameStop's not done, and you know why? Because I'm still shopping there. And amongst other people, the shit's packed every time I go. Rants to have no profits, period. Stop with the AMC BS. See, this is bullshit, Ali. Ali, what are you talking about? They have no profits. They showed $49 million in profit quarter four. Just 2 periods ago, they showed profit. Oh, but it's Christmas. I don't care. It's profit. They showed a $300 million swing in cash, free cash flow, $300 million swing quarter three of last year. To be, it was always, they're not cash flow positive. That used to be the stance. Now they're cash flow positive. Now they're not showing a profit. Well, what are you going to say next quarter when they show a profit? Your argument, your little stance, your little one-liner, Ali Patel, is good for about 50 more days, bro. 50 more days, then you're going to have to come up with something new, some other metric to measure what GameStop is. It's still not going to be good enough. I was going to leave, but you just pissed me off, so now I'm going to stay. And more people get to watch and hear the truth. That's what's about to happen, Ali. I make it my lifelong journey. Hun, all the shit you got me to do right now, babe, it's going to have to wait because I want to just piss people off with the truth. That's what the hell I'm going to do. Let me know when Houston Wade wants to roll his fat ass in here, too. I'm ready. GameStop has 56.7 million Power Up Rewards members as of January 28, 2023. Ali, when they post a yearly profit after quarter four, will you still be here? Oh, yeah. They're going to have an actual annual profit for the whole year. Think about it. Think about it like this, guys. Okay, check us out. So GameStop had a $100 million swing last quarter, right? They have a $100 million swing this quarter. What do you think that puts them? That puts them negative around, I don't even know, 5 million? Oh no, they'll be positive then. Like, does anybody even know that part? So the trailing 12, okay? I don't want to make sure we all know this. Trailing 12, GameStop lost $91 million and $50 million and $2 million. So they lost 50, 2, 53, and 91. But they went positive 48, right? Positive 48. So that just cancels each other out. So they're only negative 5 plus the 91. So they're like negative right now, $96 million. I don't have the numbers in front of me, and I'm telling you, what if they flip it $100 million this quarter right now? They just flipped it 106 last quarter. What if they go 100 right now? They're T12 positive. What are we talking about? You don't think they're doing 100 million flip? I know they're flipping right now $20 million. I know. And do you know what that's going to do? Because you got to remember, guys, when you're going positive, you're actually taking away from the negative. So a $20 million flip is really 40. If I'm giving you 20 million, that's really 40 because you're taking away 20 from the negative and putting it on the positive. Like, I hope people know this stuff. Like when they do the math. Oh man, I'm telling you. I know. I'm just telling you. When you look at the balance sheet, you're all going to be just little suckers in the wind. Oh, Ali Patel. Hope you look in the mirror when you jerk off, kid. That's the best look you got going on. Kyoto, remember that ladies app? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Maybe Josh Brown. Was that the one where we're going to say we're only going to date women who own GameStop? Apparently, Houston has some criminal charges in his past I would like to check out. Go for it, X, but I have nothing to do with it. Good times. Yeah. They keep moving the field goal posts. Yeah, not me. Not me, Overflow. My field goal's right here, right now, quarter 3. I'm putting my dick in the dirt and telling you what it's going to be. It's going to be GameStop. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. You guys are all done. He's not a scientist. It's ridiculous. Oh, man, I love this shit. Got all my nephew's B-Day gifts during Pro Week. Scooped up all the Pokemon deals. Sean Carter, I'm so happy. Bro, scooped them all up, bro. Weren't they tied with the dragon? With dragon? I have no idea, bro. I'll go for it for giggles. There we go. I'll do it for giggles. Cool, Linda Hill. I don't know what you're doing. We will see next quarter. Gravis, what is there to see, dude? Like, what do you think's going to happen? You think GameStop's going to lose money this quarter? You think they're losing money? No. So they're not going to lose. Watch this. They're not going to lose more than they lost last year. It's not even possible. They were doing $380 million in SG&A last year this quarter. I can tell you what they're not going to do. $380 million in SG&A. They're going to be closer to 320, brah. 320. So there's $60 million swing already. $60 million. Boom. On that 91 that they lost. So you tell me, what do they got to make up? $30 million more? Well, guess what? $30 million of not being profitable. I mean, where does that put you on losses for the year? $35 million loss, T12. Now we get to go into that $35 million that they haven't made. And how much of that are the properties they sold in Europe? 20 million. When you sell properties, you actually don't have an expense as far as running the property. So not only are you getting an asset on cash, you're also taking away from the expenses. That's why I tell you, it's gonna look great. I'll just call it 25 million just for the small people in the back. We'll call it 20. We'll be fair. So now they got to come up with $15 million to have a T12 positive for the year. $15 million. That's based off of margin. Okay. All you smart guys out there, margin, sales of that margin, right? But before I even get to margin, I have interest. I actually have interest on my marketable securities of $300 million. That interest hits me. Hit me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing me. Oh, I sound like Kermit the Frog on purpose. You little piggies. $15 million on interest alone on $300 million at 5%. You go figure it out. $15 million. So you're telling me I'm already positive? Ooh, baby. I like it like that. I know how to do math, guys, and I know how to read a balance sheet. So you tell me, punks, all you CPAs, all you naysayers, I'm telling you, you're all wrong. T12 positive right now. Oh my God. No, there's no way. There's no way you're wrong. I'm wrong. It's not possible. It's math. We get to sit back and just go, shit, he's right. And that's on flat sales. Flat sales. I don't even have to have a sale increase. Do the same shit. I'm telling you, there is no way we'll see next quarter. Gravis, you won't see my nuts, bro. They're going to be in your throat. How are you going to see them? I'm telling you, you're wrong. I haven't been wrong about this shit for 2.5 years. Every time we go do something, we go look at something and say, oh, yeah, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. Yeah. How about those expenses to Immutable X and the pledge to them? That's going to be off the books. Q4, Q1, when we start out, it's gone. What are we not spending $40 million Q1? No, really? Bro, it's about to be amazing. I'm telling you. And the dudes that have been buying shares for 2.5 years, the guys who have been buying their own stock, like the insiders themselves, they know all of this. They know the long game. They know the balance sheet. They understand the company. That's why those other fools sold all their shit. Yeah, and I'm talking about AMC insiders selling all their stuff. I'm going to be here, dudes. I'm not wrong. Should I just clip it now? GameStop, positive. Q3, GameStop. T12, positive. Right now. Right? I mean, this is stupid. This is stupid, Ali, for you to come out. We've never showed a profit. You sure? They showed a profit of $80 million Q4 2021. Can you imagine $80 million right now? Oh my God. 80 million. Huh. That's double last year. What the hell are we doing? What time you out now, dude? I don't know. We just time you out now, dude. Oh, is that what you do? Cool. You do what you do, bro. No, he's a geologist. Oh, God. Yeah, he studies the rocks at the top of his goddamn bedpost. I sleep better with this amethyst stone and this ruby and this granite. That's what I do. The night catcher that I have hanging on my wall keeps the spirits away. I seriously don't even think he's a geologist. No, he's a rock collector. The dude went to his local state fair and just started looking at rocks and goes, yeah, I'll buy that. I remember when Pepperwood Salt would call him out, but Pepperwood Salt would be like, yeah, you did what did he do? He did a scavenger hunt. And he was giving away $500,000 worth of rocks or something, and somebody found it within hours after he started someone found it and he won everything. Yeah, right. Dude, Pep did not let him sleep, bro. It was awesome. But people don't know the grift. People don't know how bad it is, like back in the day with Houston. Wade. People don't remember any of this shit because he deletes the videos and he's gone. He's gone with the story. Now he's doing some new shit. But I still remember it all. I remember his shit. I know exactly what PP Seeds was doing. PP Seeds has a whole new crew. Has anybody even noticed this? Just him and ABC and then all new guys. The original dudes that were on that show left. They're like, dude, this guy is crazy. He's wrong. And they lost all their money. No one. They're not the same guys. They're getting a new. You know what I have? I have the same guys around me. I do. I love these guys. Oh, I love dudes. What can I tell you? He studies rocks at a community college. I mean, how old is he going to be? 50 years old and finally get his AA? I don't even understand how this works. Ryan knows what he's doing. It's weekly pro sales before earnings. I'm buying up more for Christmas gifts this week. I hear that, Sean Carter. Better business, baby. Not to mention Black Friday coming up. And they do Black Friday for 2 weeks. A week before Black Friday. And then you also have, or they do it the whole week, I should say. Cyber Monday, they do the whole week. These guys are awesome, bro. I can't wait. Thank you for the likes right here on YouTube. Appreciate your thumbs, guys. Don't break them, please. I already closed off the TikTok live stream. Closed that out when I went up and got up for my wife's break. We did over 30, almost 4,000 people on TikTok. Shout out to them. Amazing. Ryan knows what he's doing this week. It's Pros Week. Absolutely. Is there some Crown and the Coke could go for one myself? Ruben, no, I'm drinking Coke Zero. No Crown. I have to work tomorrow. I bet, guys, I have a crazy shift scheduled this whole week. I don't have another day off until Sunday. And we all know I'm not watching football. I stopped watching football this year. But I'll be doing, can I tell you guys? Am I allowed to share it with you? I'll be doing night live streams every day this week. So if you guys like me at night, you're going to like me a lot. And there we go. Oh, okay. That's cool. $15. Cool. I don't know. Kyoto just sent me a message about this chart not looking right. Either way, bro. Yeah, I don't know why it says 10 if it's 15. But Weeble could be wrong. Who knows? I just work here. I'm going to look at the minute chart. Is that fine? That's correct. That's for damn sure. Look at that. That was today's run, guys. Went up a level, stood at 16, and just kept going there, consolidating, looking healthy. I know I bought a share this morning. I showed everybody. See if I buy any tomorrow. We'll go for it. I try to buy every day this week, even last week. It's got a lot going on financially where I pace myself. I think a lot of people should pace themselves as well. Certainly the fact that we've been buying in for 3 years. We just time you out now, dude. There you go. Let me keep reading the chat here. I'm having fun. It says, tired of Gravis. You bet on Bed Bath & Beyond. You have no legs to stand on. Correct. Oh, he's completely ignorant. Gravis, because that's a hustler's mentality. Yeah, absolutely. I personally know 2 geologists. They're a totally different breed. If you know a geologist, bro, that's already a red flag for me. In the chat right now, no one's in the chat. Okay, cool. So for you guys that are here, you guys can always click the link in the Discord or on the chat channel right there, and it shows you. So it was 16. Oh, so it's back to the previous low. Oh, good job. Thank you, Kyoto, for the chart. I see it. Anyway, Graph's projecting delusional as usual. Yeah, I'm used to it. I got to keep reading the chat, and I'll go from there. Ryan knows what he's doing. I totally agree with that. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, that shit is crazy. Scratching rocks and sniffing is insane. Houston Wade teaches a class about rocks. It's super useful. Apparently, bro. S&P 500 soon. Overflow, let's get to the T12 positive first. Okay, that's the first step. And then once you're positive, even $1, it does not matter. Once you're positive, you have to have a market cap. And the market cap prerequisite right now would force GameStop to be at $38 a share. So you can imagine them holding GameStop hostage with that, like, you know, not letting them get to the 38. But you can fight that by going positive every damn quarter, right? Every quarter, and eventually you'll have $2 billion of cash on the hands. And once you have $2 billion cash on hand, you should see a dividend come out from GameStop, because that'll be enough quarters under the books as far as being positive that they'll start making money off dividends. So you're going to see it happen. GameStop's going to do this. GameStop's going to give out a dividend. GameStop's going to make the S&P 500. All of that will happen. It's happened in the past. It'll happen again. The business will get you there. For the people that say that it'll never get there and they'll never do that, well, those are the same guys who said they'd be bankrupt right now, and they're not. So I'll be here. I'll be watching it. But once you see everything play out with AMC and they go bankrupt, which will happen, you'll see Carvana go bankrupt. You'll see a lot of other companies just fall to pieces. GameStop's going to keep winning. And Ryan Cohen's going to keep winning, and I'm going to keep shopping, and it's going to work out. Bro, I took a rock class in college. No lie, they had to test on how it smelled. I failed that test. Josh Brown, it smells great. It smells like you, bro. Hi Ryder, my man. Hi Ryder, missed that guy. He's around. I know he's always watching, and I really appreciate Hi Ryder. I really do. Hi Ryder guys have been here a lot longer than all of you. All right, and I'm only saying this out of respect to Hi Ryder. I don't know of another man that has been here longer than High Rider, other than the main moderators and stuff. But High Rider is the guy who initially sent me, I want to say it was Hot Rider. This is the first gift I ever got on YouTube, and it was my tumbler cup of Marantz Rantz and GameStop to the Moon. I still have this behind me on every single episode, and I believe this was High Rider who sent me this. He can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Boom. But of course, Sharon sent me my bobblehead doll. And Pepper sent me a car, and I've got a couple of globes from Sharon and someone and my wife. I got a lot of stuff going on behind me, but I'm so thankful for everyone who's been with me over the years. I can't believe it, guys. It's been almost 3 years of videos and information and content, and it's been a ride, man. I love it. I love the journey, and I love how I get to document it with you guys, and a lot of you guys get to document it yourself. You know, you guys get to tell your family and your friends and your kids when GameStop finally becomes this company that it will be. And then they ask you, like, how'd you know, Dad? And like, what'd you know, Mom? Like, what were you doing? You were like, hey, I was watching this YouTuber guy, and look at me, I'm in the chat. And you're going to be able to show them the chat, the views, and you're going to be able to watch the stream again. And you're going to be like, yo, check this out. We got this right from the start. And it's pretty awesome. It's an awesome feeling. And I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen because I've seen it already. And I know it sounds crazy to you guys, but it's not crazy. I think a lot of you guys are sacrificing right now with finances and with stance and with everyone against you, even your own family. That sacrifice is going to, pay tenfold. The dividend's going to be amazing. So the dividend within yourself. So I just wanted you guys to know about that because I'm right there with you, man. And not that anyone gives me shit or anything. I think I've won everyone over. I even have an uncle who just recently started buying into GameStop. I'm so jealous. I'm like, bro, he goes, man, I buy every paycheck. And I'm like, wow. And he's buying in at like 14, 15, 16. And obviously it's a good feeling for them to see it go up. I really like it when new people get into the stock and they see it, at these levels at 16 where they're buying in. And it's like, dude, those guys are getting great cost averages if they understand what they have and hold, and they go from there. So I'm shout out to everyone who's getting in at these prices. I know a lot of us have doubled up, tripled up, and done all the above. So it's pretty great. Let me see if I have the chat channel. I see High Corner in the chat. What's High Corner doing? Let me see. Hey, High Corner, how you doing, man? You want to be on the chat tonight, or are you doing something different?
Yo, what's good, Marantz?
I'm live on the chat right now on the channel, and you're live right now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
All right, how we doing?
Amazing. The whole channel can hear you right now. Everyone's live right now and listening.
All right, there we go. Just wanted to make sure. It's a tough loss on Sunday night. We're still trying to get over that.
Why are we talking about old shit?
We're talking about the Cowboys here.
Yeah, I know. Why are we talking about old shit? We don't talk about that. What's going on with you? Who watches sports, bro? Oh, he left? Okay. I didn't mean for him to leave, bro. Rowing Blazer, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. You are muted, Rolling Blazer. What's going on? Funny Spider for the 5 free memberships for the channel. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the support. Marantz, I have you on record as saying 100 million profit Q4. I'm calling you out when it's negative again. Negative. It won't be negative, bro. But I'm looking for at least $80 million. We'll see how it goes. But it won't be negative, just so that we're clear. So he left the chat channel too. There you go. Well, if you click on the link, then you're there. Loose cannon, it wouldn't matter what you say. I'm going to tell you 100 million for T12. It's going to look great, man. You don't listen at all. This isn't what Marantz said, you moron. Thank you, kiddo. I know, but it's hard to tell these guys what I said. Yeah. You still calling Xbit a pathological lie? That's cool. I lay these balls. I lay these nuts. I know what you mean. Yeah. Holy crap, Josh. LOL rock sniffers. Yeah, bro. Probably go pick up Assassin's Creed this weekend. Dane Slayer, I think I'm picking up on Wednesday. I have been so busy. I haven't had time to go down to GameStop, but I told them they can wait till my payday to go ahead and pick it up because I wanted to buy something else with it. I already paid for it. I just haven't picked it up. I haven't had time. My son was here, and he's playing in Roblox. He says, no, Dad, I don't need to stop by because I wanted to get home and go live with you guys, but I'm working all week during the middle of the day, like hardcore. Unless I go on my lunch break. Maybe I'll just go to my lunch break. Who knows? Gravis, you're so lame. You know that, right? Yes, he does know that. Absolutely. We went on a field trip to some rock formation, and I pushed the rocks and made a rock slide. Next thing, the professor was saying, look at natural rock transformation and slide. That sounds about right, Ruben. You're going to lose that bet, Loose Cannon. Yes, he is, because he doesn't understand math, and that's the way it goes. Shout out to everyone who's still here. God, I've been live for 2 hours on an evening stream, and you guys are still here. And that's Josh Brown, Amber, High Rider, everybody. Xbit, you guys are awesome, man. Appreciate you guys. Gravis projecting, delusional as usual. Absolutely. Question, and your name is Skittle Man. By the way, Skittles are being banned in the state of California, apparently. Gavin Newsom, thanks again. There's a hot topic, a real topic outside of GameStop. Somebody quick, tell whoever was questioning me about hot topics today. Question is, what does T12 positive for Q3 mean for the stock price? Will it blow, and will GameStop be priced right once that happens? Probably not, Skittleman. You got to understand it's the most manipulated stock in the world. And the reason why it has to be manipulated, whoa, something just got in my throat. It was those nuts. They're in my throat. My wife bought me Blue Diamond Korean nuts. Korean barbecue blend. Yeah, get your mind out of the gutter, kids. Anyway, I don't know what it's going to do for the stock price, right? I don't know if it's going to go crazy, if people are actually going to see what happens. But whenever you see the world take notice of what GameStop is, at some point the short is going to lose. The reason why the short is going to lose is because they're literally hanging on to this via swaps and with the intent that GameStop can't make it or they're going to fail. And they're not going to fail. Ryan's not going to fail. Ryan's going to win on this one. And it took Herbalife about 5 years for it to peak out and bust up. And that's because Bill Ackman was against Carl Icahn. And Carl Icahn bet that it was going to go up, and Ackman bet that it was going to go down. And that's the lesson learned. Ackman doesn't short stocks anymore, so they learned the hard way, and they want to buy companies that are profitable and great and moving forward. So maybe everyone wants to come in and get GameStop at that point, but you got to know who owns GameStop. The people do, and they're not going to sell you significant amounts. So until that price goes all the way up. Goes all the way, guys, well past 125. When it gets to 125, then you might see some people sell off. But all it's going to do is allow people to get in. But remember, it just has to go to 38. Forget the whole 125. It goes to 38, and they're in the S&P 500. What the hell are you going to do? $42, $50? It's going to be mandatory buy-ins on all these ETFs, like 300 different ETFs. Mandatory buy-ins? People that actually trade off the index, the S&P 500 itself, you're in trouble, guys. It's going to be suicide for these guys, for the lack of a better term. But you'll see what it can do for you once you go T12 positive. Skittleman, just pay attention, okay? Pay attention to the stock and be happy that you can buy it at $16. My opinion, of course. Let me keep reading. Sure. It was a mere 6 months ago, Marantz was saying GameStop would never drop below 20. Loose Cannon, you're absolutely right. I don't know about never, but I was saying that it shouldn't, obviously. Let's say never. I'll say never. Should never drop below 15. Never drop below 10. And when it does, I'm equally surprised, but I buy as much as I can. But it shouldn't be down below 20. 20 would mean that it's at a $300 million, so what, $6 billion evaluation? On market cap. So if it's $6 billion, what do they do in annual sales? $6 billion. So it's a 1x, right? You think it should be 1x? You'll find out what the profits are soon enough, and then you'll really understand. Maybe it should be 20x. Maybe it should be 10x, depending on the sector it gets into. Once you see it as a tech company, right? But it's all going to take time, Loose Cannon, but you're just on the wrong side of history here. And I'm used to it, man. I really am. I personally know, there you go. Once the punks come out, it's over. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Marantz, they're covering their operational losses with their interest earned from their cash. Cool, Gravis. The cash pile is getting smaller. That's not true. $35 million in a year? Okay, so I'll see you in 10 years when they lose $350 million? Is that what we're doing right now? They're still going to be around in 10 years. I hope you haven't figured out how to stop them, because you're going to need that time frame to kill them and stop them. You're crazy. If I win the lottery, right? Let's talk about this for a second. Powerball is coming out, and Powerball is $1.8 billion, essentially. You take home a one lump sum and a one-time payout of $600 million cash is basically your take-home. And if you take home $600 million, do you then take the $600 million and go on a spending spree? Do you go crazy? Or do you take the $600 million, divide that by 6, you put into 6 different private institutions of $100 million apiece, and then they all demand and they all say, we're going to get you 4% back. So you get 4% back off of those 6 banks, and that's going to be $4 million per investment. That's going to be $24 million. Now you're going to pay taxes on those $24 million. So you're going to take home around $16 million a year, and you never had to spend a dollar. Not a dollar. $16 million a year. Can you live off of that, or should you go mess with your nest egg and not survive off of that? The fact that GameStop earns back $60 million in interest based off of their money each year, that offsets their operational loss. Kudos to them, considering the environment they're in. But is that not better business? Is that not the right thing to do as a bank itself? You're not understanding how smart GameStop is, how strong they are. What if Target did that? What if Target took the $6 billion in cash they had 2 years ago, opposed to the less than $500 million they have today? They would be offsetting their shrink with their interest, but they're not doing that. A lot of people are destroying their companies from within, all of them, paying out dividends, over leveraging themselves, borrowing money that they can't afford to borrow, being a teenager with a credit card, not GameStop. They're being the responsible baby boomers that they are. To give them this title of they're losers, or they don't make money because their operational losses are offset by their interest, just means they're smarter than most. Don't worry, I win that lottery, guys, I'm sparking Moas myself. That cash pile is getting smaller. No, it's not. You still don't get it. You going to tell me it's getting smaller? Come talk to me after quarter 3 of this year. Because it's on an annulated basis. So it's quarter to quarter. You tell me it's getting smaller. Let's go talk after quarter 3. The quarter that they actually have an increase in cash on hand for CFC. That's like saying their net profit is smaller because of where they're at today, knowing that you have quarter 4 coming up when they do 40% of their sales. You're going to judge it? Judge it. But the annulated basis that you're judging it on, they're annualizing on their CFC quarter 3, not quarter 2. So it's not fair for you just to be right there and go, oh, this is what it is. Okay. Let's find out together. How about that? I'll still be here. Want to know about the app, but Marantz called it out before I could finish. Josh Brown, I remember, dude. I remember that shit. Nut sandwich, absolutely. Gravis, still being the bear that he is. Hey, Gravis, you know what's hard? It's hard to take you serious about GameStop and how you feel it's going to play out and how great you are about it, you know, because you were so wrong about Bed Bath & Beyond. You weren't even close on Bed Bath & Beyond. It cost you everything. And for you to come in and brag and go, you know, I got 6 figures in GameStop, rawr. We're all just looking at each other like, so? You don't even believe in it. You talk shit about it right here. So how does that make you look? You think GameStop's going to the ground, but yet here you are, and you want to flash a 6-figure portfolio on GameStop. So either you believe it or you don't. Which one are you? Are you marrying the whore, or are you saying, you know what, she's a good girl, but secretly she's a whore? I mean, which one is it, man? I don't understand. Why would Ryan Cohen send out a letter regarding survival and staying power? You know, Gravis, I actually meet with the CEO of the company I work for. I meet with them at least once a year, and that's Craig Jelnick. And the stance they have at Costco, and I'll gladly tell you guys this. I don't mind telling you the inside of this. We use a phrase and we say, we're a penny business. We're a penny business. This is the mindset. Neat, clean, and straight, penny business. Doesn't matter if you see me as a $1 billion industry. We are a penny business, meaning we cut corners as much as we can. We cut it. Well, we don't cut corners. I don't want to say it that way. We cut expenses any which way we can. Those paper clips, those thumbtacks, those staples, any way that we can get an extra dollar out of this business is what we're doing. It's the mindset. To clean it up, to make the floors look shiny, to get every piece of cardboard and not throw it away and realize we can recycle that. That's money. We can D&D that. We can donate that. We can do so many things. The cold items that are not bought, that are go backs, we get them right back to where they go so that they don't get ruined. You want to think about your company and that you're utilizing the business, their funds, as if they were your own. That's what the letter said. I want people that work for us that are going to utilize that money as their own, that they would treat it that way. Not, you know what? We need to do more of this and overspend for no reason at all, which Boston Consulting Group was going to do anyway. That was their analysis. That's what they were coming up with. Ways to spend more and expand more, all in the sake of trying to become the biggest retailer. He's smart to send out the letter. It develops culture. Hey, all you store fund managers, all you managers there at GameStop, understand that you work for your money. Your shares that you get paid out, compensation bonuses, the fact that the hours of operation have changed to the prime time hours, noon to 9 instead of 9 to 9. I don't have to have so many man hours. I can actually cover the whole shift via lunches and a break, and now here you are working that shift. I can hire more part-timers than full-timers, and you can fluctuate your payroll that way and still take on the increase in hourly wages, depending on state by state. There's so many things. There's a lunch violation that goes into play from state to state as well. Who can work what hours? What shifts are you doing? Like, what events are coming up annually? What is a seasonal period like? How is seasonal hiring going? All of these things need to be the mindset of the actual employee, not just the employer. That letter speaks volumes about the leadership and the culture they're trying to embed within that company. But if you don't understand retail and you don't understand how it works, you're going to be here and be a naysayer all damn day. It's not showing you that, hey, it's survival, right? Like we're going to die. We're not going to die. Look at the money we have. But he wants to make it known that if you don't do what he's telling you, you won't be here. The survival for your job is at stake. The leadership that is, lead by example and cut the cost. Make sure we're not overspending. Make sure we can balance the budget. The OB stands. We don't adjust. That's the original budget, guys, for anybody out there who does balance sheets. You do your business and it's based off of sales. You know what cures expenses? Sales. And the more sales you do, then maybe you can generate and say, you know what? Maybe we give away a keychain on a midnight release. Maybe we do these fundraisers. Maybe we do these things for employees. But before we spend a single dollar, let's make sure that the sales will cure everything. Winning cures all, well, so does sales. And where do you cut? On payroll and expenses. I'm okay with it if you can explain it. If you can say we're going to cut out overtime for managers. We're going to give them back their life. We're going to stay closed on holidays. All those added hours and added expenses are cut. You can cut your way to culture, not cut your way to profit. The profit is the byproduct of the culture you invested in. You know what the culture is for me when I wake up every day? I go to the store, I clap my hands. I walk in, I'm the biggest goddamn cheerleader you've ever seen in your life. I have 400 employees, and I'm like the mayor. I walk around, I kiss babies, and I shake hands. But I make sure the morale is up at an all-time high. At all times. Even if I'm not. Even if I had a bad day, a bad night, a bad week, some negative comments online. It's all temporary, babe. Temporary versus permanent. I've told you guys this 100 times. What do you value? You value the things that are permanent versus what's temporary. Temporary might be an ex-girlfriend, might be a bad pair of shoes, might be a bad hair day, might be a ticket, might be a lot of things, but I'll tell you what it is. It's all temporary. And what's permanent? What should you carry with you? Your family, your education, your culture. So how do we start this? We're all at GameStop. What the hell are we doing? We're employees there. We're going to be there forever. Are we not? Is it not a career? Is it not a goal to get RSUs? What company do you know has entry-level position and yet you're only 2 promotions away from getting RSUs on a goddamn billion-dollar company? It's the best damn hiring cycle I've ever seen. I go work there tomorrow and I probably get promoted. I probably understand the metrics of business better than most. But I tell you what, I'm happy. I'm happy with investing and supporting the individuals that do it. I don't need to rush and chase things. I tell you, everybody who's in a stock that's going up, I hand clap. I go, hey, good job, man. You stuck it out. But for all the people that call you a cult or a loony bin or you're all this above, you know, these guys are crazy. What the hell are they thinking? GameStop's going up. It's just a short squeeze. It's just that. You know what? People said that about Tesla too. People call Tesla investors crazy and they're cults and they're this. No, it's brand recognition, brand loyalty. You want to be a Costco crazy? Good. Be a Costco member for 40 years. I'll be a GameStop member for 40 years. I'll be the GamePro member for 40 years. And I'll let you know how this layered growth happens. How we continually increasing how many members we get each year or each quarter. and the fees they pay, and they don't bat an eye at it because they understand the price of inflation is just that, to offset what I'm getting. Those reward dollars that we paying out, you think about it, everyone's paying $25 to be a pro member. That's $25 up front. I'm getting it now. I'm getting interest on that money because I'm not giving back $25 worth of rewards right away. And if I am, they're buying, they're shopping, they're getting value for what it is. I'm now giving you incentive to shop. This is a partnership. I can talk GameStop all goddamn day, guys. And you guys could say he's a broken record, doesn't know what he's talking about. I promise you, I know retail. I eat, sleep, and breathe retail. While you're sleeping, I'm dreaming. I'm thinking of it. That's why when I look at Dollar General, I look at Party City, I look at Bed Bath & Beyond. You can name all the Connect the Dot videos. I understand it. I understand where they're going wrong. I understand how they're going wrong. And then I can look at GameStop and be like, you know what? They're doing it right. Study. I'll show you something. Is this by your bedside? Is this by your bedside? Ask yourself, okay? Look at this. I got it by my bedside, guys. Jim Sinegal, Jeff Brotham. You want to know what these guys are? The creators. The creators of Costco. I got it by my bedside. What the hell do you have? You might have a Bible. I give you that. We all should. What do you got? Maximum Magazine, Sports Illustrated, Playboy. And when you read this, it's going to tell you all of it. A look back and step forward. How Costco got started. The messaging model. The big box idea. Who are the founding fathers? What was the culture? And then you've got to live it. You can't fake it. You want to fake it, you'll never be. You'll never be that senior manager. You'll never be that hiring manager. You'll never be it. How are you ever going to be a hiring manager at a company in a store when you don't understand the culture that it is? Ryan Cohen can write that letter, and you can think that it's a failure, that he's sending the signal that the survival's there. It's not that. The survival is there for your job, not for the company itself. You want to go down with this ship? You think it's going to not be successful? Well, guess what? The people making it a success. You ever been a manager? You ever managed people? I learned this in the Army a long time ago. It's what makes me feel like I'm more suited for most leadership positions because I was a sergeant during wartime. At 19 years old, I was in charge of people's lives. And you know what happened? I had a platoon sergeant walk up to me. He says, Sergeant, this is Sergeant First Class Parker. Hey, Rico, listen up. Those soldiers, they're your most important things in life. They will keep you alive. If they don't like you, you won't be alive. They got to like you. They got to want to be around you. They got to be able to depend on you. This is why when the weakest man in the link can't run with the crew, everybody has to circle back around and pick his ass up. Because you're dead. You're dead. By the weakest link, you're dead. And I know it's trivial to you guys, but think about it. From a business standpoint, if I've got a store out there, a leader, a store leader, or even at the C-suites, if these guys are not willing to work and not willing to do the job and they're the weakest link, they're going to hold us all down. So we're going to cut bait. We're going to tell you, you know what? We gave you the letter. We told you what it was. You're out. But if you're not thinking that way, you're done. You're not carrying dead weight. We're not doing community service. We're not just giving away free money here. This is not charity. Everybody sees GameStop like it's an easy fix. Like, oh, look at them. They should be making money. Oh, look at this. This is a dying business model. Imagine trying to do something when everyone's against you. No one believes in you. This is where I take it to heart, man. I'm sorry, guys. This is a long-ass live stream, 2.5 hours, and I'm telling you right now, I take it to heart, dude. I am GameStop. You're GameStop. I'm not crazy. This YouTube channel? So many people tell me, you're wrong. I'll never watch. There's no one going to watch you. No one's going to listen. Yeah. I never wanted to be about private equity. I never wanted to be about, all these things that are happening to America. All I ever wanted to do was buy GameStop. That's it. I love gaming. I love games. I like the feeling going there, feeling good about the store, buying things for my son to unwrap, see his face light up. My little man, I'll do anything for that dude. Even the big guy, even, my biggest son and my other girls, I'll do anything for these kids. But my little guy in particular, because he's a gamer till the day he drops. Like, I know it. And I remember when I told him I want to be a YouTuber. He said, "You want to be a YouTuber?" He said, "Dad, people try to start YouTube channels all the time and they only get like 20 views." I was like, "Yeah, I know. But you don't know your dad. You know how hard I'm going to work." Nobody knew. Kyoto didn't know. Almo didn't know. Ravenstown didn't know. Linda Real got to find out. Hot this year knows now. But nobody knew. You guys walked into a monster, guys. I'm an absolute monster. So dudes like Gravis, naysayers, people that don't understand what it is, you're never going to beat me. You're never going to get me to be quiet. You're never going to get me not to make a video. You're never going to win, man. I was in a unit. 1.1 million foot soldiers in the Army, active duty. And I went for Soldier of the Year and I beat out everybody. It's documented. Got awards for it. Got coins for it. Got promoted for it. You think I can't beat out foot soldiers? You think I can't beat out YouTubers? You think I can't beat out these guys who don't know what the hell they're looking at? I talked to Platinum Sparkle the other day. We talked on the phone for like 20 minutes. We're going over some things. Just filler questions about like Superstock, their stance, and me, and progression of the channel and the information. And she was all in, right? She's cool. She's like, "It's so cool. You're like a normal guy, and you can do that. You can talk to the public and you can do all this stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm almost not like a normal guy." Like, people look at my brother and I, they think like, "Hey man, those are some normal dudes." No. Bros, they train you to speak to people, right? Like, go public speaking. Go to these social events. I was a public speaker for American Cancer Society for free for all of Southern California. I go to events and speak to thousands of people. Oh yeah, I'll donate my time. My cousin died of cancer. I'll donate my time. "Oh man, we would have to pay a speaker to do something like this." I'm like, "No, you ain't got to pay me, man. I'll do it for free. I'm good." I like speaking about things that I understand and things that affect me. So when you think you can get me to shut up, bro, well, my sergeants couldn't do it. My wife couldn't do it. You sure as hell can't do it. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. I'm still not leaving. I've still got to read all this chat because I owe it to you guys. I haven't been live more than one day a week right now. And I love everybody. So I'll keep trying to be live every day of my life that I come up. You guys know I'm going to try to be live tomorrow night, the next night, the next night, the next night. So if you guys like night live streams, maybe we learn something new around here. Okay? But I appreciate everybody. Old Gravis, he'll figure it out, man. But you ain't going to beat me, bro. You're just not. It's not even possible. I would say something derogatory right now because I have jokes in my head, but nah. You can beat me, bro. My buddy brought over a plate of depleted uranium and gave it to my kid. No, I'm good. Dude was in the garage sweating at mom's house. Oh, okay, cool. Is that who you were watching? I don't even know who, man. I don't even watch, man. Since Marantz started to make videos, the stock is down 50%, 52-week low. Gravis, you sound like a guy who has it all wrong. I don't know if you guys seen this video. We're going to watch a video right now. This is a good time to watch a video. Here's a stock. And then let's go to here. Let's go watch the video real quick. It's going to be, is it here? Yeah, that one. There we go. So we'll go here. And we're going to go to my DMs. It's fine. I have nothing to hide. Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about that. DMs. We'll go to my boy Jay. Jay sends me yours truly over here. Right here. Tonko native, bro. I can't get enough of this guy. I just can't. All right, here we go. Hold on.
You jumped into a failing stock that has tanked, maybe not 90% like AMC, but at least 85%. Because the losses that GME has incurred within the past 2 years plus are a lot higher than the losses that anyone who may have lost 90% of their investments into AMC have lost. Because from $400 to 14 and change today is a huge loss.
I just want to point out, he said, okay, and I quote, that AMC might have lost 90% of their investment, which they've lost 90%. We get that. But that GameStop probably hasn't lost 90. They more than likely lost like 80, 85. Well, your math that you just put out there, Tonko, I'm just letting you know, $40 a share would be 90%. According to you, though, okay? Would be 90%. Just so we're clear on the math. I just want to clear up the math. So absolutely, you're saying GameStop is down 97% or 96%. I'm just doing your math from 400 to 14. I'm not really good at math on the fly like that, but you do know that the $14 is actually, times 4. So it's actually from 400 down to 60. Like, we're good with that? We're okay with the math here? Because holy shit, they've lost 85%. Yeah, but I don't think you know the math. But okay, I'm going to let you say your math.
So if I connect the dots, I'm going to connect the dot from 400 to 1450. Connect those dots.
Hey, he's so real, too. Connect those dots. How can I connect those dots? They don't exist. Those dots don't exist. Whatever he just said was the dumbest shit on the planet, bros. Oh, I just want to play that out every day. You know what's crazy? They say he's not subscribed to my channel, right? I lost his subscription from him and his girlfriend and his other channel. But the fact that he knows every part I talk about him on, so he must still watch the channel even though he's not subscribed. I don't get it. Wanted to know about the app, but Marantz called it out. Thank you so much. I'm going to read more of the chat here. The PP Show are starting to say GameStop are mostly involved with Bed Bath & Beyond to start the squeeze. They want to migrate to GameStop now. Leroy, I don't care what they do. They're fake. They're not real. They're going to definitely grift off of people, but they don't have the right info, and they have nothing to do with us, and I want nothing to do with them. Got to have the shiny rocks. What's really going to come out, guys, is during the video that I have uploaded is phenomenal. Guys, listen to me. I'm telling you, it's awesome. I don't know how I can get to it. I don't know how to show you guys. Let me show you guys. Okay, stay right there for a second, okay? Because I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to show you. I just have to do something. You guys don't think I have this shit on deck? Look at this. Where is it? Where is it? Is it here? No, it's not there. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at this. This is something I have for you guys, okay? I have this for you guys. All right. Oh, shoot. No, not the firm. No. I want to go back. Okay. Right here.
All right, this is...
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys something, okay? Remember that I told you I did an interview? I'm going to show you guys right here. I already have it. It's uploaded on YouTube. You just can't see it. I have it as private. But there's James Janney and there's myself. And it's 2 hours long. I don't know how many of you guys would want to watch something for 2 hours. And that's unedited. No cuts, no edits, nothing. Just straight fire. And it's that good. I watched it again the other day and I was blown away. Just blown away. I was like, man, I really said all that? Yeah. Imagine talking to somebody for the first time about GameStop and they really don't know about it. And they ask all the right questions. Well, there it is. I have that whole interview ready to roll at any time I want it. but just not right now. I'm not ready to give it to you guys just yet because I want to respect his creative process. I told him I would, but everybody knows about the project because he put out in his newsletter that he's looking into GameStop and everything else. I just want to show you guys it's there, man. I'm ready. Gotta have that shiny rocks. There we go. Gravis is a PP clown, yet keeps continuing to hear and bashing GameStop while agreeing with PP about how Ryan Cohen is going to save Bed Bath & Beyond. That is crazy, bro. Bed Bath & Beyond is a dead cat. Absolutely. He also bought GameStop. Correct. He did, and that's why he's hanging out, because he knows that it's the right investment. He just doesn't want to tell the whole crowd that he bought it. He don't want to tell PP that PP's wrong and Marantz is right. Gravis, you want to be saved, Gravis? Go do that. Go do that. Tell people when you're wrong and when you're right, and just do it the right way. But you won't, and it's okay. The PP show is live now, using the word GameStop more than ever. More and more PP live show. Yeah, it's okay, Leroy. I'm used to these guys, man. They'll lose eventually on everything. Marantz, they're covering their operating loss. There you go. I already proved that part right. There we go. Okay, so now I know where I'm at. My buddy bought over. Yep, I just read that part. We're good. That's the hustler's mentality. Yes, Sean Carter, you get what I'm saying. Perfect. Yes, got that part. Ryan Cohen doesn't mince his words. GameStop needs to be profitable. Sure. Got to have those shiny rocks. Gravis is a PP clown, yet he keeps coming here. Oh, there we go. I already read that part. Cool. Funny. Yep, I read all that. Been watching you for a while now. Never really comment, but I did message you on TikTok. GameStop can't stop, won't stop. David, thank you so much for watching the show. Really appreciate it. Lions are going to be 16-1. High Rider, my man. Yeah. Marantz on fire. Marantz, I love it. Yeah, I guess, sometimes, Robert, if I start getting that way, if I start leaning that way where I want to get fired up, you're never going to shut me up. I'm never going to get off this stream. It's barely 7:40 tonight. I will stay here another 5 hours if you guys try me. Ryan Cohen knew what he was doing when he pulled the rug on Bed Bath & Beyond. GameStop is next. Loose Cannon, see, that's a bunch of bullshit. He didn't pull the rug on Bed Bath & Beyond. They literally tricked him into doing what they did. They actually bought back shares to change his percentage to force him into the position he was in. And they said, I'm getting the hell out of here. Because they basically tanked their own price so that they could cripple him. And he got the hell out. And smart for him. And you're just an idiot, Loose Cannon. And I don't know why you come back every day, because you're just wrong. And you keep saying it over and over every live stream. You never say anything new. Thank you. I agree. He never says anything new. Good job, Kyoto. Yes, we get it. You don't like GameStop, Loose Cannon. No, he's just an idiot. Cool. Now go someplace where they actually hate GameStop and chill with those guys. Yeah, I know, Kunta. You're a man with 40 accounts. Always watching. Yes, sir. Thank you, High Rider. I appreciate it, man. How are you so bored that you make 40 YouTube accounts just to troll people? That's a sad life, man. No, that's what they do, Kyoto. Are you kidding? I play with these gamers. Some people are only brave in typing. They don't have the guts to call in and have a discussion on the Discord. Clowns. Yeah, you're all clowns, bro. Because Amber showed up. She called, bro. Amber showed up and called, and I see none of you guys show up. So shout out to Amber. Shout out for her to show up. You know what it was. And you clowns. Yeah. She has more to do with this than anything. I appreciate you, Amber, just keeping it real. I'm still in the live chat right now, so if they click on the link, they know where to find me. I know she probably left already because I read where she says she's leaving. And shout out to her if she watches back the stream. There we go. Amazing. Oh, absolutely amazing 3 years. Robert, I totally agree with that. I can't wait. You're good at this too. NorCal Bucks, thank you so much, man. I try my best. Brady got one. There we go. Robert, cool. Hey, Brady, thank you so much for the kind words this past week, man. You really picked me up off the floor. I was having a bad day, and you sent me a message and just like shot me up, dude. He said some great stuff in private to me, guys, and I'm telling you, I'm so thankful. Dude, man, Anthony Y, there we go. Funny. Abdul Patel on his other account says Kunta called in. Abdul Patel, hi Kunta. Why would you change your name again? Gotta go, guys. It's been fun with the real ones. Marantz, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much, Amber. Chill. Awesome. Now we have cowboy haters joining the voice chat every day. I'm good with it. I told you, dude, go away. No time for clowns. Damn, she's real. Cool Abdul is also Kunta. Yes, that's my whole point. Been rough in D-Town this week for sure. Yeah, I heard some stuff. Shout out to Ruben. If you guys can, my prayers are with him and his family. Ruben, I won't tell everybody everything, but if you guys can, please give a prayer for him and his family, just in general, okay? Love the man. If you guys don't know about this channel and how brotherly we are and how we've hung out and we know Like, we're all real people. Like, I can call Almo right now. He'll pick up the phone. Yo, what's up? I'm at work. You know, Almo's AC went out. Guess what happened? Ruben sent his guys over and they fixed it. That's how you know there's real people in this chat. Kyoto sent money for an NFT to, you know, fronted the money for something so that they can run it back. It was crazy, man. Really transfer money over to one of the guys in good faith. Like, shit like that has happened on this channel where we interact plenty. And I'll tell you right now, Linda Real, I've called Linda Real and he answers the phone. And we've talked plenty of times, and he's a real person. That's the way it goes. So I break Lech. You're in the chat. You're in the channel. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. What's going on? You have the mic.
Oh, wait. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you clean and loud and clear.
Oh, gosh. My bad. I didn't know I was going to come. My bad.
Let's go. How you doing?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm outstanding. What's going on?
It's good, man. Everything's good. But I wanted to ask you a question.
Absolutely.
Not really related to the GameStop or the stocks or anything, but it's more about the flat Earth.
Oh, you want to talk about flat Earth?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting how you said, okay, you don't believe in the moon landing.
Oh, no, not at all.
They lie about the proportions of the Earth. Then why would they tell you the real shape of the Earth?
No, I don't know what the shape is. I don't even put that much thought into it. I'm just poking fun at people when they say things like, this is what it is. And, you know, I don't know. And I don't care. If the Earth is flat around, it does nothing for me. It doesn't change my day. So that's it.
I mean, it will change it kind of like, it will let you know that, okay, on the flat Earth model, the Earth is stationary. You see, it's not moving.
Did you really come in here with flat Earth, bro? This is crazy. I love
no,
it.
just listen a little bit.
Can I ask you something? How much have you had to smoke tonight?
I didn't smoke, man.
No, do you smoke?
No.
Before I listen to you,
no, I'm being serious.
I'm being dead serious.
I'm being serious.
Do you smoke?
Yes, I do smoke.
Oh, there we go. I win. But no, okay, I'm gonna listen to you.
It's cool.
No, I'm gonna listen to you. Go ahead.
Now, on the flat Earth model, your senses. Do you feel like you're moving? Do you feel like the Earth is moving?
No, I don't. I would call it back to the scholars, Socrates or whoever that said, right. Or Sir Isaac Newton about gravity.
On the flat Earth model, right?
Sure.
The Earth is stationary, right? It doesn't move. So that aligns with your senses, your natural senses. You understand?
I'm listening.
Right. So it's basically, it's letting you know that your senses are correct. You know, putting more confidence within yourself, you know, within yourself as a creation. Like, your senses tell you the Earth is not moving. The Earth actually is not moving. You see? They tell you that to kind of mess with your head, you know, to make you think that the Earth is insignificant, it's small, and it's like, you know, in the middle of infinite space, right? But on the flat Earth model, the entire Earth is basically considered the universe. I mean, the entire universe is the Earth. You understand?
Yeah, I think
so
it's a small minded thinking way. It's a small way of thinking. Because
right.
I mean, they have an answer for everything, right? Dinosaur bones are just bones put together. All the stars in the sky are exactly what, you know. The sun isn't that big. Exactly. It's the same size as the moon. I mean, what other flat Earth ideas do you have? Ice caps.
Doesn't that give more, like, you know, value to the Earth that you live on?
No.
The Earth encompasses everything.
No.
The moon, the sun, the stars, the entire universe. That's not more valuable?
No, not at all.
What?
Does Mars exist?
Have the Earth as the entire... Huh?
Does Mars exist?
No.
No. Jupiter?
No. See? No. Like, look.
No, I'm asking because I've seen them in a telescope before.
Okay, look. Okay, but I'm telling you right now, you're just seeing lights. When you look up, you're just seeing lights at the sky.
I'm just seeing lights?
What it is. Huh?
I'm just seeing lights?
Exactly, yeah. That's all you're seeing. All you're seeing is lights when you look with a telescope in the sky.
Who put those lights out
whether
there?
it's the moon,
No, but I'm saying, like, how are those lights formed, or why do they go out, or why are they shining?
I don't know. I'm seeing the same thing you're seeing, but you're the one claiming that there are planets and there are moons. I'm just seeing their lights because that's exactly
I'm just
what I'm
going
seeing.
based off
You
the
see?
idea that electricity travels at a very fast speed.
What is it?
Light.
Okay,
The speed of light. You know that, right? You know the speed of light?
I know. Okay. Let me ask you another question.
The
You
illumination.
look at the moon, sun.
This is crazy.
Look, I understand. I understand that. When you see the moon and the sun, right? When you look at them,
Yeah.
are they appear to be the same size, correct?
No. No. I would say no. Some
When
nights
you
the
see the
moon.
sun and the
Some
s-
nights the moon is large as hell. Some nights it's not.
Okay.
I've never really looked directly into the sun, knowing that it's so bright. I don't know
All right.
how to look at it.
Okay. When you see, have you seen this? Have you seen the sun on the sunset?
Can I tell you what I have done?
What?
I've flown from Seattle, Washington to Seoul, Korea,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and we went on top of the earth, not over the water. Right?
What-
Like there was the Pacific
what do you
Ocean.
mean on top of the earth?
Watch.
Huh?
We flew on top of the earth to get to the other side of Earth. You know, that round thing? And then to get to Hawaii, we just flew to it from Japan. So straight lines over water seem to work. But if you want to fly on the other side of the world, you don't go straight because
look.
it
I've
would be
also
too far.
I've also flown plenty of times. Look, I've
No.
also flown
Listen.
plenty of times.
I said it specifically for a reason to
Yeah.
Korea because it would be too
Right.
far around to go past the Pacific
What do you
Ocean.
mean around?
Have you ever tried to cross the Pacific?
Look, do
Where
you
would you
know how the
stop?
flat Earth? Do you know how the flat Earth map looks like?
I know what these people draw. Like what the hell?
Do you know?
You're never
the
gonna
United
convince
States
me the
logo?
Earth is flat, bro. You're
Look,
never gonna do
Bro,
it.
I'm not trying to give you. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just trying
No,
to
you're
make you
trying to
think
give
of
me a
it.
reason.
You know
What? Like, why can't I jump
You-
as high as I want to?
It's because you're heavy.
Because I'm heavy. I'm heavy. So okay, then let's go and get my son,
if it's heavy,
who's
it goes
only
down.
30
If it's heavy,
pounds,
it goes
40
down.
pounds. Why
If
can't he
it's
jump
light,
as high
it
as he
goes
wants?
up.
What?
Huh?
Why is it that things that go
Okay,
up must
because-
come down?
It's density and buoyancy. A balloon, for example, a
Huh?
balloon would rise up, right? Like a helium balloon.
Why does it
rises up.
pop?
Huh?
Why does it pop?
What do you mean? It doesn't pop? I'm just giving you the density, bro. The
No, I'm
density.
just telling you
You're saying why-
gravity. Gravitational forces, right?
Okay, then why doesn't gravity affect the balloon?
What do you no,
The
you're not
helium
listening. Listen to me. You ever been at the state
I'm
fair?
listening. Bro.
You ever been to the state fair? You ever
Yes.
been there? Okay, cool. And then you get into that one ride. It's called Gravitron, and it goes in circles faster than you could ever imagine. And you can't really move.
Right.
You can't move as fast
Right.
as you think you can. You're like, whoa, man, I'm trying to
Okay.
get
Okay.
up.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. Look,
Yeah, but just
okay.
imagine that
Now look.
on the size of Earth, but without
Okay.
gravity holding you down, because you can't get up off of that because gravity's holding you down in addition to the velocity of it. But why can't I walk around in an airplane?
Look, you heard what you just said. What you just
Yeah.
said contradicted. Look,
No,
you just said contradicted the physics. Yeah, bro.
bro,
look,
how much
on
have
a
you had to
merry-go-round,
smoke tonight?
Look, bro, can you please listen to me for like
No.
10 seconds? Bro,
Why do I get to wave
Please.
my hand in my car? Whoop, whoop,
Bro, please,
but it's not
look,
going
look,
100 miles an
just
hour.
listen to me. On a
I just-
merry-go-round.
you want to
right? On
know
a
why Earth is
merry-go-round.
going so fast, right? You're like, Earth is flying so fast, but
Look,
yet
look at
you're
me.
not flying around.
Look.
Look at this. Look at this. Whoop.
Look, on a merry-go-round. Look, I'm just asking you a
This is
question.
crazy.
On a
Where'd you get the
merry-go-round.
mic, bro?
I'm asking you a question. On a merry-go-round,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes.
When it's spinning, does it want to fling you off or does it want to suck you in?
There's gravity.
Okay, no, I'm just saying on a merry-go-round. It has nothing to do with gravity.
I
On a
have no
merry-go-round.
idea which way it goes. I haven't been on merry-go-round since I was like 5, bro.
Okay,
What the
but
hell is
when
this?
it's spinning really fast, it wants to throw you off, right?
I'm sure you're speaking from experience.
Right?
Sure.
Okay, when a merry-go-round is spinning, it wants to throw you off.
Yes.
Right? Correct or no?
Sure.
Okay. On the earth is spinning, right? Then how are we stuck to it?
Gravity.
It should be throwing us off.
You're spinning on something that's spinning.
You're just all you're saying is gravity. See, I'm explaining to you how things are working, and all you're saying is gravity.
There's
You're
like
just
smarter
throwing a
people
word
than
out
you. There's smarter people than you in this world that decided this or that explained this a long time ago. And it wasn't you.
All right, then why did they fake the moon landing?
Why did they fake the moon landing? Because it was a space race to Russia. It was all for publicity.
Oh, it was a space station Russia. Then the Russia didn't go.
Nobody's ever been to the moon. No. No one. You know why? Because probably moving too fast.
Just a space race?
No, probably moving too. Do you know about the space race? Do you know about this?
I know about the space race. Yeah, I know about the space race.
Okay, Sputnik and everything else. Okay, cool. Race. Who?
You know? But, but you still like...
Bro, you're not going to convince me.
You still haven't even...
You're better off convincing me that AMC is not going to go bankrupt than this shit.
Bro, look, I trust everything you say about GameStop and the stock market. I mean, not everything. But I'm just saying,
you want me to sound delusional and agree with you that the Earth is flat? Is that what we're trying to do right here?
No,
who sent you in here? The hedges?
I don't care. I just want you to. I just want you to kind of listen. I'm just a security guy, bro. That's all.
I watch whole documentaries about this shit. I think they're all Looney Bins. You're Looney Tunes, bro.
Okay, what's your number one proof that the Earth is a globe?
Yo,
I told you. I flew from Seattle.
You just flew. Okay, I flew too.
Yo, what's up, Marantz?
I'm doing good.
Bro, I flew from Libya.
Good. I like this conversation. It's going great.
It's great.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, so how do you deny multiple pilots talking about like, yeah, we don't even calculate for?
Meet me with this miss me with this bullshit.
You know where I'm gonna go. Like there's no curvature. They don't calculate for it, bro.
So many, and if you know the pilots that fly from Australia to South America, all those pilots know.
All right, smart guys, all you guys. All right, I'm gonna do this shit with you. How many Norths?
I'm not smart, bro.
Listen to me. Don't interrupt.
Available everywhere, bro.
Don't interrupt.
All right.
Listen. No, but like you know what I'm saying.
No, right? You know you're gonna find out something real easy.
Talk to a pilot.
Go ahead, man.
Fuck that. And you ask him, like, yo, do you account for curvature?
You're not listening, Stacks. You're still talking. Like, no, you're not listening. No. I've been there. Listen to me. Explain to me how many Norths there are.
There's true north and magnetic north. There's two.
There's three.
There's only two.
You can Google it.
Come on, there's true.
You can Google
magnetic.
it. There's three Norths. This is a well-known thing. There's grid north, magnetic north, and true north. Okay? And do you know why there's a thing called grid north? Because when you look at
the Earth is a ball?
No, because the Earth is a ball. Exactly. So that when you have a map, listen to me, smart guys.
I'm listening.
When you have a map, everybody knows this in artillery. When you have a map, it's a flat topographical map. You have to take into consideration the curvature of the Earth for what hemisphere you're on. Depending what part of the world you're in, there's what they call a GM angle, an azimuth, a back azimuth, your GM angle. So when you have a compass and you're going in a straight line, you're going to go with magnetic north. But if you're on grid north and you give out coordinates, you're going to be wrong. Anyone in the military knows this. I'm not making this shit up. There are three norths. Go look at it, and there's a reason for it.
No, but what you're getting into is like semantics. You're talking about like when you're looking at a map, the map is marked out like, yo, this is north. Like that's a false north, bro.
No, Stacks.
That's a false north.
Give out coordinates.
There's only like
give out artillery coordinates for something that's a 10-digit grid far away. Give it out for 4 digits, 6 digits.
Yeah, based on your map. That's just based on your map that you're reading.
No, it's because you're a topographical map. It's from the top of the Earth. It's like, dude, go ahead and try it. Go ahead and try it without the GM angle and tell me I'm wrong. And go Google what GM angle is, and I'll still be here.
Okay. Let me ask you one question.
Nope.
Did you know that submarines, right? The military uses this. The submarines, they can spot other submarines and other ships from like hundreds of miles away using sonar. You should know that.
I do.
Hundreds of miles away with sonar?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's sound
Exactly.
waves.
That proves no curvature. That will literally put the curvature formula
No,
way out of whack.
that don't prove no curvature. Sonar on a submarine it has nothing to do with north. Like
No, I'm not saying with north.
you're
I'm saying with the
mixing it up
curvature.
there.
With the curvature. No,
Yeah,
I'm not
but
mixing with the
that's what I'm
curvature.
saying, like
I'm literally
that
going to
has
kick you
nothing to do
guys
with
off the
curvature.
Discord right now.
No, it has.
I love you guys. You guys can have this conversation on another show. You guys are crazy.
Nah, hey,
Yeah.
I just
This
popped
is
in because
true
I saw
info,
you.
bro.
You was
I know,
talking,
Stacks.
bro.
You know I love you, bro. But
Hey, what
believe
a
what you
day,
want.
yeah?
Just look into it.
Whatever these
Rants,
pilots
just
are
look
doing in
into
the
it, bro.
sky,
I can't convince
hey,
you. You
whatever
gotta
the
look
pilots are
into it.
doing in the sky, they're not dealing with the ground. They're dealing with air, infinite amount of air. I'm telling you,
Then how come,
when you're on the
then
ground,
how are there pilots that say the Earth is flat?
it doesn't matter what they tell you. I'm telling you, when you're on the ground and you're trying to throw out grid, okay, go tell me why your compass is not the same as a flat map. Tell me that, and I'll stay out of it. There's 3 norths. Google it.
Because you know why, Marantz? Because grid north is based on you and whoever you're talking to are using the same point of reference.
There's
The grid north
contour
has
lines
nothing
on
to
that
do
map.
with like north or magnetic
And look,
north. It has to do with
You guys
the
have
map
not
that
studied
you're
military
using.
maps. You have not studied military maps. I'm telling you for a fact. I know it for my life. I do
You
it.
know what I'm
Let
saying?
me ask
Like
you a
grid
question about
north
the
is
compass,
like
though.
north.
Let me ask you a question about the compass, though.
Grid north is
Right.
based on your point of reference on a map.
No.
Like magnetic north and true north are based on
Stats.
fixed points, and
Stats.
that's what
No.
that map is.
No. You're
pointed off
totally
of.
wrong. Listen, a map. It's amazing. You guys listen to someone out there, but you won't listen to me right now. On a map, depending
I'll always
on
listen.
depending on what side of the hemisphere you're on, okay, and where you're at in the world, depending on the axis that is circular, the angle is different every time. If you don't take into consideration your GM angle, you will be off when you're walking in a straight line using true north versus grid north. I am 100% on this. There is a reason why you guys got this wrong.
Okay. You got this one right. But
I
let me
know
ask
I
you
do.
a question about the compass.
Now it's about the compass?
The compass.
Oh, I'm done.
Yeah, about the compass. Look, the compass points north, right? The compass points north, right?
Well, yeah, it's just based on the magnetic poles.
Hey,
All right, exactly. So when you go to the southern hemisphere, why isn't the compass pointing south to the southern pole?
there's 3
to
different
softball.
ways to figure this out. Okay, you can do shadow tip method if you want, and this is how you do it. You put your foot in the
No,
ground.
I'm saying on a ball. No, look, on a ball, you should have a southern pole, a south pole, just like you have a north pole.
You're wrong again.
Yeah, but the South Pole is not magnetic. It's never going to pull the needle that way.
You're just
No,
ridiculous.
but it doesn't matter on a ball. No, it doesn't
You
matter
can
on
do-
a ball where you have
you can do
a
your
magnet that
own
points to the
It
compass.
does
north.
matter.
You don't even do a compass, bro.
No, but when you have a magnet,
Get a leaf.
No, when you have a compass that points to the north, that means on a ball that you should
Why am I
have,
talking
it
to you
also
guys?
points to the south.
Why am I talking to you guys? You guys don't,
Dude,
don't know a
this
goddamn
is
thing around here.
simple math.
You guys
This is
have
simple
not.
math.
You guys are
Look,
not Eagle Scouts. You guys are not Pastor Boy Scouts. This is crazy.
bruh,
I'm telling you, you can figure
why
out
doesn't
north without
why
a
doesn't the
compass.
What,
No, you can figure out north even if you're on the southern hemisphere.
Figure that shit out without a compass, bro.
Why isn't there a
Hey.
south pole? Why
What
isn't
happened?
there a south pole? Why
Bro,
isn't there a south pole?
Because
Why-
Santa
why
Claus
isn't
isn't
a south
there.
pole?
That's why.
Oh, because Santa Claus isn't there.
No, everybody knows. Like again, that's why I'm like, that's where you're fucking up, bro. Like the South Pole is not magnetic. It's never gonna pull the needle that way. Like there's a reason why, like the needle always points north. Like it's magnetic.
No,
That's
bro.
why
If
there's
you
like
have
magnetic north, true north, which is based on the star, and
No,
then
bro,
what Marantz is talking about, grid north, is based
Exactly.
on a point of reference.
no,
No.
I
Based off
understand that. I
the
understand.
star and the magnetic pole. The South Pole has nothing to fucking do with it.
All right,
So
all right.
for you to say like, why doesn't it point south? It'll never fucking
No,
point south.
listen,
the
guys.
South Pole is
Hey,
like
guys,
anti-magnetic.
clear it up for a second. No, this guy's talking. He doesn't know what he's talking about. This kid, listen to me. Until you've run a compass on both sides of the earth on different hemispheres, you can't even have this conversation with me. And I've traveled the earth, and I'm telling you, I've done it. So that's why we can't have these conversations.
Too,
No, what you've done
You
is
know
traveled
what I'm
YouTube.
saying, Marantz,
I know what
right?
you're saying. Yes, I know what
You
you're
know
saying.
what-
This guy's been on
All right,
YouTube
no.
watching up videos. No, I gotta go, bro. I can't be here all day with you guys. My wife walked in. My wife said, "Baby, are you almost done?" I've been here for 3 hours. I got shit to do. So let me go read the rest of this chat.
Oh shit! It's been a 3-hour live. I just jumped in.
Oh, bro,
I just
3
got
hours.
in here, bro. But
GameStop is already profitable.
All
Their
right.
current model works. E-commerce is a beast. Good job, Monty. I already said that part.
I
It was
just
good.
bought more GameStop today.
It's gonna be
Keep
fucking 3 cent positive, baby.
Just wait. Just wait. I already had a whole battle. This whole go watch the stream, bro. It's great. Having a lot of fun.
Oh, you know I will.
Yep, I know you will.
Wait,
Hey.
Dark Stack.
Y'all take it easy.
Thank you.
Yo, Dark Stack.
Marantz claiming that he meets with CEO of Costco. You know what's crazy, dude? I might even have the picture here on the Discord. Anybody remember the picture
Hello?
I posted? Watch this shit. This guy says I don't meet with the CEO of Costco, right? Is that what he said? I just said that? I have a new phone, so I don't have the old phone. But I'll show you what it is right now. And I heard you, Monty. It's just I'm excited for this guy who wants to tell me that I don't meet with Craig enough. So, let's see. Craig was just down in Southern California this week. How would I know that? I don't know. Maybe I'm nobody, bro. Let's see. I'm gonna find out where I posted it. I know I posted it. I posted somewhere. Oh, that was data 0. Nice trash. Can somebody find it in the mods channel? I think I put it in mods, didn't I? I'm trying to find it right now. Because the guy says, "Oh, sure, Marantz meets with Craig every year." You sure? Watch this shit, bro. Let's see what it does. You know what I ask him? And I'll even say it. I'll be like, "Hey, Mo, what's going on with the stock? When are we gonna split it?" Flat out tell him. And he's like, "We want it to be, what did he say? We want it to be like I think he said, Chipotle. Yeah, he said, we want it to be like Chipotle. You know, very valued and very high. We want it really high." And I was like, okay, that means no one will sell it. That's the plan. So they don't plan on splitting it. Man, I'm looking to see. I thought he came in by now. I thought I already had him here. Because my old phone broke. So I know I posted. Ooh, that was one that I had. These guys don't think I meet with the whole leadership team. It's me taking the picture. Oh my God, look at this squad right here, bro. This is a squad. You guys don't even know. Never mind. I don't want to show you guys. I'm looking at some. I thought Craig already came. So I'm pretty sure I took the picture before that. I want to know who I sent. Did I send it to you almost straight up? Damn. I don't know where it's at, bros. That's the homeless guy I gave a shitty t-shirt to. I do that often. Doesn't matter. Where is Craig, man? I had it in my phone, but I lost my phone broke. Oh, so if it was before my phone broke, then it has to be somewhere around here. You would hope. So I'll keep looking for it right now, and then I'll show you guys. It's coming up. I hope. Oh, that was Kai's Maledge Kid College Fund. We didn't donate to that. I've got pictures of my man in Almo when he was in Colombia. You guys don't get to see none of that shit. Man, what's going on, bro? I had this picture. I know I had this picture. Somebody has to find it. I want to see if I type into the search. If I go, let's see. See what that does. No, none of that. Not there. Let's see what this does. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm trying to see if I can find it anywhere in the damn chat. I just don't know where it would be. I know I have a picture because I just took one with him last week. Well, not last week, but maybe a month ago. I forget. Damn, I don't know what I did with it. I sent it to Almo, but I didn't. I sent it to Kyoto? Kyoto, did I send it to you, dude? Nope. Damn, I really don't know where it is. That sucks. I sent my old army photos to you. Just to show you that I'm for real. For real, for real. Dude, Kyoto and I have a lot of messages, bro. And then all the old Will stuff. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the picture. I thought I sent it to you. I thought I sent it to everybody. That was weird. Oh, well. Whatever. Back to the live stream. Back to you guys. Back to the chat so I can get the hell out of here. Anyway. Am I still in the chat channel? I know you guys were talking. I apologize. I was trying to get you guys to stop this flat Earth talk, bro. Monty, you're still here. What's up, Monty?
I just want to stay silent for the whole flat Earth thing. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna stay shut because I like beating people down with facts. So I'm just gonna stay quiet this time around. Because what you were explaining was basically physics. So I'm like, yeah, if you guys believe in science, you should also believe in the other science. So it doesn't make sense unless you want to do a biased scientific approach. So I'm not gonna go dig too much on that one.
It's all good, bro. Yeah. They all live in a short bubble of time.
I know you're a real one, and I'm a real one. Those guys, I don't know what they're doing.
It's all good. No, I was gonna show them the picture with me and Craig. We just took it like last month, but I don't know where the hell it is. When I find it, I'll post it in Discord. I'm reading real quick, guys, because I'm getting the hell out of here. Dr. Drake says, I could hear you talk GameStop all day. Thank you, bro. Sure, Marantz, cutting out paper clips is key to profitability. Loose cannon, it is. Every single thing you do. You should see me, dude. I won't waste money. I'm actually the one in charge of the money, right? So when I go through and I say, okay, we're not going to spend money, the bank's closed. My boss will be like, hey, bank's closed, that's it too. Like, they'll all support what we're doing, right? What if you need essentials? What if you need paper? What if you need stuff for the cart guys? What if you need like the essential? You still spend that money. But for everything else, you're like, hell no, we're not going to do that. We're not doing anything extra. You know what you can spend. You know what you budget for. And you don't break the budget. So, yes, paper clips matter. Staples matter. You don't think so? Laminate paper matters. The laminate machine itself. There's ways to cut, dude. There is. But you wouldn't know it. How about you go home and you raid your whole house for every pen you ever took from work? And then think about how many pens you would have. You'd probably have like 90 pens. And take them to work and then hand them out to people who need pens and put them in the desk and like have them so that you have one available so you don't have to go buy new ones every damn month. Things like that. I promise you guys, you have too much of something at home that you just naturally take because you're not paying attention. So social media was a major threat. However, measures have been taken to contain the supposed outbreak of facts from fiction. I'm a manager at Neiman Marcus. Chris Mixaw. Good job. You are speaking facts. Motivation is key to success. Thank you so much, man. Neiman Marcus, that's tough, man. That's private equity. It's a tough run, but I'm happy for you. I'm the chef of the restaurant. Well, good job. Maximize your cardboard recycling, and you can be the next Costco. Sure, loose cannon, amongst other things. And I'll never forget, I had a manager who came up and he said, what are you doing? I was throwing away a piece of cardboard. And he said, you're throwing away money. When he said that to me, my mind changed the rest of my life. And I'm like, whoa, okay. I thought about it, and that's the way I run it. So I'm no different, and you shouldn't be either. But then, of course, loose cannon will probably never be in charge of anything, thinking the way you do. Hey, Marantz, I'm curious. You originally bought GameStop at a very high price. Even though you have averaged down, why exactly did you decide to buy GameStop originally at the price you did? Skittleman, I don't know what you mean, a high price. I mean, the first week I bought in, most of my buys were like $99. Which is relatively low compared to what everyone else was buying in. My cost average when it was all said and done was below 160, which was lower than the average price in 2021. I've been below the annual price.
Pre-split, right?
Time frame. Yeah, pre-split. Obviously.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
No, just clarifying so everyone knows.
Yeah, it was in February. So that was just the truth. I mean, it's not, I don't know why people all assume people bought in like $300 or something. It's like crazy. It's not like that. I just priced in at the right time, and I just keep coming on down. Like I said, my cost average is in the high 20s, low 30s, depending, or like even one computer shop. I have it in 3 different brokerages. I have 4 different brokerage accounts. So $24, $32, and I don't know the other 2. I don't pay attention like that, but I honestly don't pay attention. Like you guys did the thing. I buy shares every day. I'm not going back and looking at it and saying, where am I at now? Where am I at now? Where am I at now? It doesn't work that way. But there's some days I buy 10, some days I buy 5, some days I buy 1. Whatever. I'm fine. I'm under 120 for sure. So, feels great. I like it. I like where I'm at. So yes, Skittleman, I'm sorry. I didn't buy in at a high price initially. Some people did. And some people have been averaging down the whole way through. And why did I decide to buy in originally, I've said this story. You know, I started doing homework. I was excited for the outlook for GameStop, and I still am. But I support GameStop. I mean, what are the chances I'm gonna be like the biggest gamer you know? Like, I really do play games, like more than you could ever imagine. I shop there. I've been a shop. I mean, you look at my membership. On my membership, I've been a member since 2013, but my wife's was well before that. I mean, unbelievable amount of times we shopped there in the early 2000s and all through the 2000s. So the minute I got out of the Army, the minute I got home to California, I've been shopping at GameStop. So since 2006, 2005, 2006, yeah, I think I'm doing okay. That's cool. And why'd I buy in? Why'd I keep buying in? Well, because I really like it. Yeah, there you go. Wait till Adam Aaron finds out AMC's path to profitability is through cardboard recycling and skimping on paper clips. He has no path to profitability, but Loose Cannon, you're going to be so funny. You're great. We are GameStop. Absolutely, DB. We are. Jay, too soon. Must be a Redskin. Absolutely. I'm listening. Thank you, NorCal Bucks. I appreciate it. I feel for every kid I see wearing GameStop shirts and hoodies when I walk around in the neighborhood. Yeah, I mean, I need to buy more so I can give away more. That's it. But I'm in the season of giving right now, so it's going to go good. Marantz, take the doll and show us where he touched you. I mean, why are you stealing my line? I said that to you last week. I watch and listen every single second, man. You're the man. Thank you, Robert. I really appreciate that. Luce is speaking from experience. Exactly. Stever says, you just built different. You just built different. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Actually, it's not me. It's you. Correct. You have a good heart. Thank you, Michael Lang. Appreciate you. GameStop can do it. It will do it. Yes, Norbucks. It will. It will. And I'll make sure of it. And I'll keep doing what I'm doing. What's up, Marantz? Cut out earlier. Just wanted to say I appreciate the grind and always pumped for a new video. Keep doing your thing. Thank you so much, High Corner. Appreciate the success and the support from everyone. BB85 says, "Here, did you guys block me on the Discord?" I don't know. I have no idea who you are. But you're welcome. I'm Tonko. Tonko native. If you're not Gravis, bro, but if you're Tonko, that's okay. You're gonna be really hurt. You know, I saw Tonko native's new video where he talks about how like I'm out of shape and I need to work out and he has no cavities and he's 56 years old and he's 170 pounds and he can outwork me. I don't even think this guy understands like who he is and what he is. And he was mad that I was calling Philippines a third world country. By definition, it's a third world country. I also like to tell you that my goddaughter lives there. My sister lives there. My brother-in-law lives there. So am I shitting on the country? No, I'm just stating a fact. It's a third world country. He seemed very hurt too. He said no women like take care of him here. That's why he moved over there. The women know how to treat a man. All this shit. I'm like, where's the man? Bro. And he's got a lot of shit going on, that guy. And then he wanted to show a video, 17 years old, of him chopping down a board in karate. Now, he moves fast. He doesn't have to talk fast. He moves fast. And I'm just like, bro, if I post videos from 17 years ago, dude, you're going to see, this is not like, I do it right now. You're not talking to the right guy, bro. So it's cool. I don't know what kind of threats those were, him making a 17-minute video and only saying 3 minutes worth of content. But remember, he speaks very slow. Okay, Marantz Rantz. Yes, okay. Tank top native. Yeah, tank top native. Exactly. He's always in a tank top, bro. Showing off those shoulders, man. He's got those nice, succulent shoulders, and they're feminine-like, but I got you. They're missing a lot of muscle mass. I agree. He does have a good heart. Thank you so much, No Car Bucks. I really appreciate that, man. Dude, this dude has braces. Yeah, exactly. Does this dude have braces? He does. Tonko is struggling to put a coherent sentence together. How does he expect his brain to do math? Oh, he can't do math. Not at all. Taco is such an idiot. Thank you. I appreciate Marantz's inner strength, too. Thank you so much, man. Slow-mo. Tonko is slow-mo. So you guys were watching the video at that point when this was going on. So I apologize. I'm getting out of here, guys. I'm just going to read this chat. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the chat, and I'm out of here. But, oh, my God, you guys are killing me with the flat earth shit. I can't take this. Yeah, it's like when you expand talk and just hold us back. Shareholder equity. Oh, cool. So I can't even get to the bottom of this chat because you guys type so much, bro. That's awesome. But let me keep going. Meanwhile, Marantz is here talking about culture and survival of mass competition between capitalism and worldwide basis. I feel like Monster Buddy. Cool. He's setting the example from top to bottom and getting paid zero. Absolutely. Marantz, that's exactly how I am at work. It doesn't go unnoticed. Absolutely. I told you guys, man. Rewind that part back. Ryan Cohen needs to send a survival letter to Dak Prescott. That's really good. The shadow knew. Exactly. The shadow. Marantz, there you go. Okay, I'm all the way down to here. I'm doing good. I'm Speedy Gonzalez. Good job, man. Are you sure? I will watch 2 hours of quality content. There you go, Monty. I want to watch it. Can't wait. Oh, the 2 hours is nothing. Oh, yeah. You guys want to watch that interview? Yeah, I know, man. Me too. We'll see how it all works out, man. We will. It was 7:41 Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much, man. Hey, boy, I can't go to that Discord. It says the link is not working. The link up top in the chat, it's working. I promise you. Ruben just posted it too. Professor calculated Bed Bath & Beyond. Well, true. We could have locked the float just in wasted dilution retail bot. Bed Bath & Beyond investors have literally been investing against us, not helping. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Jeremy, they literally don't buy shares either, because you could have bought the whole company if it was 7 cents a share, right? It was 7 cents a share when they stopped. If you have all the movement in the world, you have all the investors in the world, you have the biggest audience in the world. Oh, PPCs, you're so right. Why didn't we take all the money that you made in super chats and or with Bill Pulte and buy the whole goddamn company? Because the market cap at $55 million. Why couldn't you just buy the whole thing, Pulte? Why couldn't you? You're worth $300 million, right? Of grandpa's money. Yeah, that's why I call bullshit, guys. And you guys can all ride in private jets and you guys can do all those things. Grift off the crowd in this moment in time. This is your moment to shine. Your life is infinitely better today than it will be as of yesterday. But I'll tell you what you have to look forward to. Absolutely nothing. You'll wait. You'll see. I've seen drug dealers, man. I've seen those dudes who sell crack to pregnant moms. I've seen these dudes who flash cash and then they get caught up. And then they get arrested, and then they're done. I'm not saying he's going to get arrested and done. I'm just telling you the grift will end. You saw what happened to Trade Trades. You saw what happened to Matthew Kors. I saw what happened to Pi-Fi's live stream. He used to have 2,000 people in his live stream. Now he's down to 4 and 3. 4 and 300. He lost already 70, 80% of his crowd. And he's a live streamer every day for life. He better go back to laying that concrete. Same thing with Matthew Kors. He signed a deal with Rumble. He signed a deal here. He lost $600,000 on investment. Why'd he do it? To go down with the ship, as he calls it. It's ignorance. All of them. It's going to be a long night for these cats. Absolutely. Ask them, why can't I see Mount Everest? Yeah, there's the next thing. I'm losing brain cells. Thank you so much. Me too. The flat earthers debunked themselves. Already watched the documentary and filmed it. Thank you. What the F is going on? I was trying to figure it out, bro. This is brutal. Oh, you guys are going. Yeah. The sun is flat. That's next, bro. It's scary to think this is the average Marantz viewer. Gravis, have you been to Bed Bath & Beyond channels? Have you seen what their average viewer is? They pay homage to the legend king himself, okay? Don't even get me started. The Real Tech Geek, you're here in the chat. Feel free to unmute your mic. What's going on, The Real Tech Geek? You can unmute yourself. I know you clicked on the link. You're real techie, by the way. You can figure out how to work the mute button. No, bro? This guy go watch Behind the Curve documentary? Damn clown. Exactly. Oh, man. Wonder if he knows why the sky is blue. Because the water. Because the reflection of the water. What hole did we fall down here, man? I don't even know. Gravis, do you have a penis? That's too TMI. And not the stock guy? Please, no flat earth. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's a round thing. There you go. Look here. There's an ice wall that stops the water from falling off the earth because gravity pulls water towards the sun. Yeah, it's absolutely too much, bro. The argument I've heard from the map in the UN. There we go. I got you. Oh, my God, I'm dying. Why doesn't gravity affect the balloon? Oh, because helium's lighter than air. I don't know. It's too much. This is very unexpectedly funny. Guys, I don't know how it got there, man. They thought they were at Houston Wade's channel. This is the truth. The guy in the chat thought he was at Houston Wade's channel and had no idea what he's doing. The Real Tech Geek, can you figure out your tech and go ahead and go live with me and talk to me? Or are you just going to sit there? You just going to sit there and bleed? Or are you going to be in my chair? Bro, please listen to me. Exactly, bro. SpaceX, yep. This is great. Keep it going. No, I will not. Pacific Ocean is 5,000 miles. It's got to be longer than that, Overflow. It feels that way. It's, oh my God, best conversation tonight. This dude is hijacking the live stream. No, I'm over it. This call. You can't see Mount Everest. You can't explain lunar tides and a flat Earth model. Yeah, exactly, X-Bit. Tell me why the tides come and rise to and from with the gravitational pull of the moon? Or is that just too much? Is that us just thinking that through? This guy votes and reproduces. Yeah, that's the problem, bro. Celestial north. There is no north because the earth is flat. Never mind. Never mind. Oh my God. This dude a PPC's plant. He's a CIA plant. Where do you think Santa lives? Exactly, bro. I told you. There's no Santa Claus at the South Pole. Why not there at the South Pole? Yeah, I'm dying. I swear my balls are also flat. Thank you guys so much for that. Oh my God, no one's listening. Yeah, I'm dying so hard right now. You guys are laughing at that? This is so funny. I have no idea. Please educate yourself with the clitoris effect. I don't even know what the hell that is, bro. Let's see. You know what else? I can make a phone call from most populated areas with the device in my pocket. Technology or voodoo? You make the call. Make the call literally, Frank? I will. Tell me where that satellite is, and I'll tell you where it's not. It's physics. I'm in pain as a physics major through high school. Let me finish. Stop interrupting. How could we? So frantic. My high school teacher was also flat. Yeah, wow, guys. You guys are just too much, man. The magnetic field is a what? It enters the earth? A torus? If you look through a periscope, you will only be able to see about 8 miles because the earth is curved. If the earth was flat, you would be able to see 100 miles. Small fry now. I don't know, man. These pilots are telling me they can look up in the sky while they fly their planes, and it's all flat. Doesn't the snow man thing live in the South Pole? I have no idea, man. So no one wants to Google it. Just arguing with someone who has been in the military. Yeah, they can go Google it, eat some donuts. Why are there pyramids on the South Pole? Underground? Yeah, I saw them. I don't know, man. How do you explain time zones? Jerry Diamond, thank you so much, man. You have to. You know, the whole deal about Earth and the day, right? And the timeline. Can you make a show with Bill Pulte? It'll never happen. I already interviewed him and he's a punk. Bill Pulse is not welcome here. Exactly. Why is the UN logo a flat Earth map? I don't know, man. I have a flat screen TV. He convinced me I'm driving south, bro, till I get to the end of the Earth. Yep. If there is a Starlink service, I will Zoom call you and let you know what I find. Thank you so much, man. I remember that picture. It's been a while. Yeah, Ruben, it's been a while. So you got to find it, bro. Somebody find me that picture and I'll tell you. I bought hoodies at GameStop, t-shirts, great discount right now. Yeah, Legend of B, GameStop has everything like 50% off right now. It's Gamers Week, Pro Week. If I had money, I would go in there. But right now, my money's being held hostage by a non-negotiator. What is GameStop Butterfly Reverse Teddy merger thing? I have no idea. I played Flight Simulator and now I'm convinced that the Earth is flat. Never. You guys sucked at it, apparently. What do you think of Dish? I think hit the bottom on Monday. Oh, okay. We're talking about Dish. Michael Anthony, didn't you ask me about that the last time? I'll have to look at it. I haven't been doing it. I've been watching Connect the Dots. Excellent work, man. Appreciate it. NorCal Bucks, thank you so much. I'm waiting for somebody to debunk me on Connect the Dots. That's what I'm waiting on, because then that'll tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But until then, we're going to keep doing this. Mama, what you doing? I saw you working out. What's going on? I'm not working out. Oh, my wife was working out. She was doing Taibo. What was that? Okay. Oh, that was you getting off the bed. My bad. I've been watching Connect the Dots. Thank you so much. I did you? What? I did you with that merry-go-round. Oh, Critical Thinker. No, that's you, Critical Thinker? And you said that there's more smarter people than me. There are. You didn't do me with no merry-go-round. Kid, you're on a merry-go-round on gravity. The fact that you keep asking what's happening to the Earth, yet there's gravity. Like, you're spinning on top of something that's spinning. Who cares why they tell you? Yeah, I don't even know what to tell you anymore, bro. It's like, am I running at 500 miles an hour if I run in a plane that's traveling 500 miles an hour and I run down the center? Did I go 500 miles right now? My first GME shares were $250. Well, good job, bro. Pulte pooped in your Costco coffee. Yeah, I probably make more than that guy. I'm just going to tell you, man, I'm going to be quiet. If the Earth is flat, how did it get flat? Did someone crave it? Yeah, like a cake? I don't even know, man. GME reverse triangle merger with Teddy incoming. There are no mergers. No, not at all. How is Jamaica going to form without absorbing other companies? Lance A. Bed Bath & Beyond's not forming. They're not going. You're wrong. Sorry. Did I say Bed Bath? I don't care what you said. It's not going to happen right now. Flat Earth talks about the biggest waste of time on planet. Thank you. Literally no point ever listening to the theory. A point. Oh, here we go. point on the teddy bear where the GameStop SMT butterfly tickled you, Xbit. Lance A, what are you doing, bro? They bought like 20 times the company. You'll never understand, bro. How is your Bed Bath & Beyond investment doing? You lost everything, bro. How's your AMC investment doing? You lost everything. Shut up. Mr. Live, I'll watch it tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Seb Band, thank you so much. We're still here. I'm still hanging on tight, bro. It's 8:30. I've been live for 3.5 hours. Woo, GME social media response team does butterflies. You don't trust. You know why I'm doing this long-ass live stream for everybody? Because tomorrow I won't be live till the nighttime, so it'll give people something to do during the day to watch. If you're watching this right now and it's Wednesday, just know I took the trash out, guys. It was trash day. I took it out. There we go. Are you 12 years old? No, but you might be. I made $600K off AMC. Congrats. Oh my God, you're so rich. Marantz, please read all of the aforementioned Xbit comments. Why would I? Who cares? Sorry, didn't mean to click onto that. The Real Tech Geek, you could have. It's not a problem, bro. Do activist investors only invest in one company? No, but me, I do. I invest in 2 companies. Is that cool? I'm an activist investor, and I love it. Lance has 2 dads. What's wrong with that, bro? Answer the question. I did. Bed Bath & Beyond shareholders get nothing, so does it matter? Bought the wrong stock. Thank you, Dr. Steve. Don't they know it? This fool, here he goes. 27K, 4K shares, and 150 options. May 2021. Good for you. What does that have to do with today? Options. What does that have to do with today? I mean, how far out did you buy them for? How far are you rolling? I'm calling you Jack Lame from now on, Gravis. Thank you. Cool, Sadler. Yeah, absolutely. Gaming, you work in your dad's hotel. I'm a greeter at Walmart. Cool. Gaming Mike versus great. Dish IMO is bad. Well, I haven't even looked at it yet, but we'll see. Maybe I do a connect the dots there. Jimmy did a forward split, so why would GameStop do a reverse split? I was just on a mountain in Costa Rica and saw the curvature of the earth on the ocean scenery line. There you go. Yo, what's going on Hot This Year? Well, Hot This Year, I'm on my way out. And on my way out, I'm going to play a song for my wife because she's in the house right now. She doesn't know I'm playing it for her, but I'm going to play it because that's what I'm going to do. I just want to say thank you to everybody for kicking it with me on this live stream. I'm going to do my best I can. And if you're watching it later, I'll try to trim out all the songs because, of course, my shit's demonetized, and I don't care. I'm about GameStop. I'm about life, and I have enough shares to last me a lifetime. And we'll keep doing what we do, teaching GameStop to everyone we meet, and that's where we go. So, and all you butterfly cats don't even understand it's not butterfly season. It's about to get real cold, and you better get your ass in a cocoon because it's not going to happen. But me, I'm going to enjoy it because it's a holiday. Get it right. Get at me. Get it tight. Enjoy. GameStop. Can't stop. Won't stop. GameStop. I'm going to see you around, millionaires. Peace.